Happy New Year, podcast pals. Danny here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
The half-assed morning show backtracks.
Hey, Cubby.
Yes.
I saw some information about how the women, they can't get enough of guys like you and me. And some of you might be saying, what do you mean guys like you and Josh? You mean like tall guys? No, it's not our height. It's not our height that the women love. Some of you might be saying, what do you mean? Wildly successful and influential on-air broadcasters? No, it's not our on-air success and influence that they love. Not that it hurts at all. It's our bald skulls, bruh.
I could tell you this. My wife is into two types of guys, one of them being bald. She prefers a bald gentleman.
Is this just a morale booster?
It could be.
That somebody makes up every 4 or 5 months? You know what I'm saying? Is this fake? Is this a morale booster for the bald fellas? Because every few months, some kind of article falls into our lap saying that women cannot wait to fold a bald man.
I've heard women say it, but it could be a morale booster.
Okay.
What demographic of women?
All of them.
The ones that are female.
I wasn't sure if it was like what age group.
18. I have an 18 to 80.
Because I've never heard any woman around my age ever say something like that.
That's because you're very mean at your age. More anxiety than Hair Jesus said, I'm listening.
Yeah, even if it is just a morale boost, I say you take the win where you can get one.
Along those lines, I had looked up some bald facts, and this is the one that
Bald facts
seemed the most interesting and also not worth it. The best way to avoid going bald is castration before you start losing your hair. I think I'll just go bald.
Really?
Yeah. Hey, what are my choices here? Well, you could go bald, and a small segment of women are into that. Or you could just remove your nuts before a single follicle falls out your hair.
The testosterone thing.
Yeah, something about that.
That's drastic. That sounds drastic to me.
I'm not quite that vain. I'll just be bald. Yeah, but my wife says she's into that, and that's the only woman I need to impress.
Was there evidence before you that leads you to believe she was into bald guys?
No, none whatsoever. You're asking in her dating history were there bald guys?
Yeah.
No.
No. Okay. Sorry for asking that question.
She settled.
You know, it's kind of the same song and dance that you've heard before. And like I said, one of these bald dude morale boosters comes this way, falls into our laps every few months. A new survey by folks who go by the name of illicitencounters.com. That sounds familiar. Have we, Josh, set up one-nighters with these people before?
No, I've never been on that before. I think we've heard of it.
They found that 40% of all women from the age of 18 to 111 found that 40% of women consider baldness on a man very, very sexy.
You seem disgusted by this, Ashley, so you disagree?
I do. Yeah, no, I very much like a full head of hair. Thick hair.
Now, what happens?
You're not a woman.
Yeah, I thought you were a woman.
At least not between the ages of 18 and 111.
You're not a woman. Call yourself a woman.
Yeah, that's something I've even looked at because I think they claim it's your mother's side that you have to look at when it comes to balding, and that's something I definitely check out when I'm starting to get serious with a guy.
Oh, it means that much to you?
I guess, I'd prefer them to have hair longer than not.
So you'll look at the maternal grandfather, and if he's bald, you think, I don't know if this is going to last.
I'm like, all right. It's better because like I mentally prepare myself for that. All right, there's going to be a time where he loses his hair. You're going to have to just accept that now.
My dad had hair up until when he passed. He had a full head of hair his entire life.
Yeah, but
no bald spot, nothing.
You're going to look terrible, too, at that point, actually. So
hopefully I still have my hair.
you both look terrible. That's the beauty of, if there is any beauty at all in a long-term monogamous relationship. I don't know that there is yet. I'll find out. If there is any magic or beauty of getting yourself wound up in a long-term monogamous relationship, is that by the end, you both just look like garbage, and then it doesn't matter. You both look like separate piles of garbage is what you look like.
I do think it depends on their age, because there's some actors, I can't think of their names off the top of my head, of course, but where they're bald and then they're also like tatted up. They're a little bit younger, so like
they look cool.
20s or 30s, and like that looks good. I'm a fan of that.
There's something cool about a young man who's bald and covered in tattoos, is what you say?
Maybe it's because it's not like they're not hanging on to anything anymore. Like they want to be bald.
See, here's the thing. We're focusing too much on the look. You're saying, well, I like a full head of hairdo on a guy. But there are some guys who wear it well because then they match it up with tattoo. It's not the look that all women 18 to 111 are attracted to. It's that we bald guys are confident.
Oh,
and
hell
boy,
yeah.
Doesn't that spell out cubby right there.
Yeah. I'm the definition of that.
We can explain this joke in a couple of months. But confidence level, Nick, 100%. Josh, 0%.
That will make sense in a couple months. Chaos Coordinator Sheezes totally agrees with you, Ashley. Bald and tattoos.
I just like that Ashley has scouted out family trees before, like dating a guy. Hey, do you got a picture of your mom's great-grandpa by chance?
Oh, 100%.
It's our confidence, cubby.
I'm not fat. I'm aerodynamic, Jesus said. When will it be portly exhausted with average phallus trend? That's what he's waiting for.
Yeah, we don't get those articles yet. We haven't gotten the article yet, sorry, that mentions women's unbridled attraction to that look. But we do get a lot of bald stories, articles on women loving bald men. Dana, what the hell were you thinking stitching that horsehair into your skull a few months ago?
Maybe I shouldn't have. No, I'm really glad I did. Sorry, guys.
Classic Country Jesus said, in my 16-plus years of shaving my head, no one has complimented my baldness other than other bald guys. I get comments on being bald at times that I can tell are veiled insults a little bit.
Well, yeah, there's always going to be the dudes who go for the easy joke.
Remember the guy
bald jokes don't affect me because that's the lowest hanging fruit possible. You have very, very limited creativity if your only shot you can take at a person is their hairdo.
Do you remember we were at a bar once and you took your hat off and some guy let you know you were bald?
Yeah.
You snapped at him? That was pretty good.
Yeah.
As if you had no idea.
Right. And that bit is so tired. It's so easy. It's the confidence thing that the ladies love. Many women associate baldness with confidence and self-assurance.
Let me ask you guys this. Do bald guys kind of give each other like the respect nod when you see a fellow bald guy, kind of like plow drivers might, kind of give a nod to a fellow plow driver out on the roads?
No, this isn't an episode of The Family Guy. No.
This isn't Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yeah, no, we don't have any.
There's no secret handshake or anything?
You were a bald guy up until like 15 minutes ago. You should know this.
Yeah, it was getting dicey there for a bit.
I love how all of a sudden you're of a different class.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't associate myself with you people. You tell me what it's like to live that lifestyle, because I have no idea.
You are a bald guy. You're just a bald guy that's had a procedure. Embracing a bald look can signify our maturity and reliability. Ooh, and the ladies love it.
This is the comment I get. And there's one guy in this building that does it quite often. Wow, you really keep it tight, don't you? That type of thing, as if you should let it grow out. I got a couple people that say that.
Yeah, I've never.
Quite often.
I don't listen to them because it's always so.
Yeah, that doesn't feel like a compliment at all.
It's always so lame.
No, it's not a compliment. It's a,
Yeah,
what are
that
you
seems
doing?
weird. Yeah, I don't like that.
Just an awkward attempt to start conversation.
Mean.
Ladies say that men who try to hide their baldness seem weak and insecure.
Yeah, there's definitely something to that.
Also,
Hatfishing. People talk about hatfishing. I just like wearing them. I have my entire life.
Fishing?
Where hat fishing is where a guy would wear a hat and people think it's just to cover up the fact they're bald, like to surprise folks.
Oh.
Like dating profiles specifically, people joke that you're being hatfished.
Yeah, that happened to me once. I was not a fan of that situation.
I've been a hat person my whole life.
Me too.
And some of you might say, well, that's why you went bald. That's not why anyone has ever gone bald.
No,
That's a
that's been debunked.
We talked to a hair restoration guy that said that's BS.
Yeah, it is. I've always loved to wear a lid. As a matter of fact, my junior high did not allow hats. And interestingly, sadly maybe, I remember a couple of weeks before high school started, we're sitting around a buddy's backyard drinking beer, me and some pals, and we were all talking about, hey, we're only a couple of weeks away from high school, and talking about all the cool things that were to come. All the girls from the opposite junior highs were all going to be in one spot, and everyone's going to start driving, and there's going to be keg parties. And one of us said, dude, we can wear hats to school. How stupid. But
It was a big deal.
I was excited about it. I was excited about it. What else are they saying? Now, Cubby, keep this in mind, and other bald fellers out there. A key to the bald look, these are the ladies talking now, is well-maintained facial hair matched up with your bald skull. That adds to the sexiness, they say. A well-maintained beard goes a long way to making the bald look off the charts hot to the foxy ladies.
Well, I've mentioned many times my wife hates my face. When I shave it all the way down, doesn't like it whatsoever. She prefers it to be covered up with some sort of facial hair.
Bald pimps are perceived to be dominant, confident, and masculine. Oh, man, another win for me and Josh.
I'm happy for you guys.
How are two guys so lucky?
I don't know. And, we were just talking about the hat thing. This is, go ahead. Tell me where you go with this. Tell me how you feel about this. Dudes who still wear their hat backwards. There are some, how do I want to say this? Guys who still rock their hat backwards aren't just going for a certain look. They're showing you something about who they are. It's not just a style. Now, I'll tell you what I have in front of me, and then I'll take it in a certain direction. So guys who still wear their hat backwards aren't just going for a certain look. They're showing you something about who they are. It's not just a style. New research shows that a guy wearing his hat backwards is displaying these three personality traits. Authentic self-expression, a non-conformist attitude. Oh, God, look out, right?
Oh, bad boy.
That means you're not afraid
to
go there.
You're not afraid to go there. And the third personality trait that a guy with a backwards hat is displaying, youthful energy / rebellion. Now, I don't represent any of those three things when I wear my hat backwards. If you see me with my hat on backwards, it's because I have an enormous oversized skull, and wearing a hat backwards sometimes feels more comfortable than forwards.
I totally agree. I think there's some frontwards hats and some that just work better backwards.
Right.
I love a backwards hat on a guy, especially when they're in the middle of doing something and they have to focus, so they flip their hat backwards. Yeah, that's the good stuff right there.
Sure.
I like wearing it backwards just for that reason. Where some of them they're more comfortable or look better backwards. I mentioned, I think, this to you guys when I went to Boston. I believe when they hand you a hat, they tell you you can't wear it forward.
Oh, yeah.
There were so many backward hats. It was crazy.
I can see that.
But, I suppose maybe there are some dudes out there who display these 3 personality traits who wear their hat backwards for a reason. I've never worn it for any other reason other than what I already explained. I have a fat noggin.
Up at the crack of dawn, Jesus doesn't agree. He said guys who wear their hat backwards are showing something. They're showing that they peaked in high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, you don't look good in a backwards hat, do you?
There's definitely
That guy?
those out
Yeah.
there. I hear what you're saying.
There are some people who really react to a backwards hat. I've been
Like you're fronting of some.
right.
someone.
I've been experiencing that since I was a young kid. You know,
It's so hot.
it enrages some of the older guys. I mean, I've come nose to nose and almost been in a fight with an elderly guy at my neighborhood bar years ago because he just wet his pants when I spun my hat backwards sitting next to him at the bar, where I had to turn to this old timer and say, how far do you want to take this? I mean, he just turned red.
Weird.
And I couldn't believe it. I said, what is your friggin' problem?
Right.
To where here's me at the time I was 43 years old or something, and here's this guy who's 80 or whatever, and another man who was 70-something had to get in between us. And I said, I'm not afraid to knock an 80-year-old out.
Good for you. That is so weird.
It was bizarre. It was truly bizarre.
Fitted hats I wear backwards. Usually that's kind of how I do it.
Yeah, they look great backwards. But growing up, I knew better than to ever wear a backwards hat around my grandpa. Oh, I would have had hell to pay back.
Yeah. Some of the older cats, they've got some real serious vibes about that. See, the fitted hat I can't do anymore because, again, with the big, fat, oversized cranium, I stretch them out. Just having it on my head for 2-3 times a week for 6-8 months, my skull stretches them out, and then they're too big, and then I got to throw them away.
And I have a hard time finding a fitted hat in my size sometimes because I'm like you, Nick. I have a big, fat, stupid, ugly head. And I remember one time in high school, a buddy of mine was going to the mall, and I said, hey, will you grab me that Twins hat that I had my eye on? I'll pay you back for it. And he just goes, no, I'd be too embarrassed to ask for your size, Dane. I'm not doing that. Okay, thank you.
This person wears their hat backwards by habit, keeping it backwards on a motorcycle. Sure.
Motorcycle.
Oh, that's a good look.
This is silly right here. This article about backwards hats says the backwards hat look was popularized by guys like Will Smith, Ken Griffey Jr., and Tupac Shakur. What are you, stupid?
Oh, for my age group, absolutely.
But backwards hats were a thing way before Will Smith, Ken Griffey Jr., and Tupac Shakur. You're giving these guys too much damn credit.
That's the whole reason I started wearing backwards hats. You saw Ken Griffey Jr. out there in the outfield with his hat on backwards during BP, and that was just such a cool look.
I was wearing a backwards hat when Ken Griffey Jr. was a wrinkle in the sheets. A lot of us were.
He was born in 1969.
Yeah, he was.
You were born in 1960.
Prove it.
There you go.
Elementary school custodian Jesus said, my hair is just so full and perfect. Hats don't fit or work for me. You don't want to cover that up.
There's something to that. There's some guys that, they cannot wear it.
It's too perfect.
Too thick of hair.
Oh,
It just
gotcha.
looks silly.
Oh, I got the one friend who has his thoughts on, everything that everyone ever does. What you wear, what you say, what you do for a living. He's got his opinion on all of it, right? One night at the bar, we're playing pool. Guy about 60 years old has got a hat on backwards. We're playing pool against him. And my buddy, just because he can't keep his mouth shut, he says, no guy over 35 should ever wear his hat backwards. Says this to this complete stranger, 60-year-old man who's got his hat on backwards. And the older guy's like, well, who the hell made you the boss of friggin' fashion here at the YZ Legion? 2 weeks later, my buddy's sitting at the bar having breakfast with his hat on backwards.
Of course.
I said, you're a hypocritical prick.
What about flat-brimmed hats? Your thoughts?
They look silly.
Yeah, that's a no.
I was never into that trend.
Yeah, they look silly.
Also, leaving the sticker on the hat, I hate that look.
I don't see that as much.
Yeah, I feel like that one's cooled down. I think people realize the mistakes of their ways.
I kind of see that at baseball games, I think, is where I see that the most.
The sticker on the hat
Yeah,
still?
for a while, it seemed like everybody had that.
I had a buddy, speaking of good hair and hats, he had a good head of hair. He kind of had that hockey hair thing going on, and he'd have his hat, and his hair would just curl up, over the, underneath the hat and it looked so cool. And we were always impressed with it. And then one day, his dad let us in on the fact that he used a curling iron to make that look happen every morning before school.
That was popular for a while.
And we just roasted the dude. His dad just goes, yeah, it's because you used your sister's curling iron to make it look like that every morning. Just called him out.
I never used a curling iron, even when the curled hair was cool back in the day.
It's dangerous. Be careful.
Oh,
Curling iron.
I've touched one of those not realizing it was hot. Very ouchy.
You never used a curling iron, huh?
No.
No, God, why would you? I've never heard of a guy using a curling iron.
Oh, there was guys that used that for sure in middle school.
Really?
It, just like what Dana said, they curled it in the back because they wanted the curls back.
Oh, for Christ's sake, I never in a million years would have assumed that a guy was at home using a curling iron on his hairdo. I mean, unless you're in a world famous rock band or something.
Sure.
I never would have considered such a thing. But I did have a couple of my friends when we were in grade school get perms.
Oh, I had a friend that got a perm one. That was a huge mistake.
The tight little curls, tight little.
Yep.
When 80, 82, 83, that became popular real quick. Two of my best friends had their hair permed. One of them wore it really well. I actually thought, wow, that looks cool. The other guy didn't. It was far from cool.
Yeah, the girl I knew that got it done.
But they went for it. They went for it.
It didn't look great, and so then she tried to straighten it, and it was awful.
Quite a
Never
people-
do that.
Quite a people think putting your hat on backwards makes you look like a douchebag.
I don't care.
I think it's just because those people can't rock it.
That's ridiculous.
At times it's more comfortable or whatever
It's
you're
ridiculous. You're simply putting a hat on backwards. How much of an effect could that have on anybody?
I didn't know it was that divisive.
Don't care.
Yeah,
Don't care.
I thought most people didn't care.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't, for Christ's sake.
Did you ever try and put it on sideways or anything like that? Back when that was
Oh, Lord.
a thing for
you
a
mean
couple
like
of seconds?
Flavor Flav
Yeah.
or something? Well, no. I
never tried that.
No, I mean,
I rarely put my hood up, but it was chilly outside, and I put my hood up. This was a couple of years ago, and people were commenting on it, like, well, why are you so nefarious? Why do you look like you're about to...
people have their
ideas.
ideas of, Jesus balls. It's so silly, If my hood is up, it's because I'm cold.
I know.
But everyone has these ideas that you're trying to send some message. For God's sake, I've never been that kind of a guy, trying to send a message with my appearance, to send some kind of a... That's bizarre to me.
Here's the theory on backwards hats and what makes you look like a douchebag.
Okay, I can't wait for this.
2 words. Fred Durst. People are saying
He didn't do
Fred
anything to help
Durst
the movement.
ruined backwards hats.
You're... All right. I don't know. I have nothing to do with Fred Durst, so...
Always tired Southern Minnesota welder Jesus brings up a good point. It wasn't, Tupac or Ken Griffey Jr. It was Stallone and Over the Top that made the backwards hat cool. Because, when he turned that hat backwards, he turned into the machine.
Yeah, Lincoln Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where you get your power.
That's how you beat a guy in arm wrestling 3 times your size.
If we're going with motion pictures, I'll go even further back than that. Philo Beddoes' brother in the movie Everything, how do you say it again? Every Which Way But Loose. I can't remember his name. Fido, what the hell was Clint Eastwood's character name in Every Which Way But Loose? Fido Beddoe. Who wants to look it up for me? His brother had the backwards trucker hat. Every Which Way But Loose?
Philo Beddoe.
Beddoe. Yeah, Philo is the first name.
Yep.
The orangutan, Clyde, anybody? Every Which Way
No.
But Loose?
Haven't seen it.
What?
I was 3 when it came out. And
Well, yeah,
it wasn't like on television constantly.
Well, yeah, it was.
Well, not at my house.
Every Which Way But Loose.
Oh, Beverly D'Angelo's in it.
Yes! Josh, it's a Beverly D'Angelo movie.
I like Beverly D'Angelo quite a bit.
First set of boobs I ever saw.
I thought all kids from our age range had to see Every Which Way But Loose.
I mean, you got to keep in mind, I grew up in a household with 4 adult women, and they chose what we were going to watch on television.
Ooh,
a lot
man.
of Days of Our Lives, Price is Right, that kind of stuff.
It could be rough.
The Half-Assed Morning Show.
Minnesota's 93X.
I think I have this right. A surgeon over there amputated his own legs for the insurance money. Dude took to cutting his own legs off for money. $700,000 in insurance money.
That's not worth it. That is not enough.
I know I would have to be in some serious financial trouble and big money to some dangerous people. I can't even imagine even coming up with something like that. I suppose he's in the business, but that's absolutely insane.
Yeah, like a life or death situation. If you can't get this money, you're going to be killed.
Right, like you have a loved one who needs treatment that you can't afford or something like that.
Can you even begin to imagine the process?
No.
I mean, he's a surgeon, of course. They say here, well, he was a vascular surgeon. He's lopped things off of people before. Of course, that helps him to begin even thinking of the process of removing your own legs. But still, he sat there and performed that operation on himself. At the same time, I'm wondering if this is real, because the story claims his name is Neil Hopper. A guy with no legs, Hopper.
That took me too long.
It's only poop jokes that you follow, Ashley?
Pregnancy brain.
They say Neil Hopper is the name of this supposedly completely uncorked wacko, and now he's been charged with fraud. He claimed he had caught some of that sepsis, so he had to remove his own legs.
Oh, and both his legs, too.
But that was a lie, according to the story.
What would you guys reach for? I'm trying to think of the process. I mean, certainly I'd have to be high as crazy. Like a Sawzall, or what do you can't use a chainsaw because you know what happened there. I mean, that'll rub your ass raw.
Your ass would end up raw.
Sawzall, or
I have no. Sawzall would create such a mess.
I think they make bone saws.
A bone saw.
Can you get that on Amazon?
I would be SOL, Josh. I don't have anything at home that's going to help me properly remove my own legs.
Yeah, because, I mean, first of all, you have to make sure that your arteries are, clamped off. That is such a process.
Every one of us, how many are we now? 4 people.
4.
All 4 of us would just die. We would die.
Or go into shock from seeing that yourself.
And then you'd
die.
Jesus brings up a good point. His first name is Neil.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I noticed that as well. Yeah, that's why I said, I don't know if this is for real or what.
Well, the Hopper is what we were all focusing on.
Yeah, right.
I like the Neil better.
According to the story, this guy's also been charged with encouraging somebody else to remove the body parts of others. Hopper had become a fan of a website we've talked about before, a website that features a character called the Eunuch Maker. On that website, they chop legs and peckers off of each other. It's just awful. Remember that conversation, Josh?
Yeah.
Some bizarre group who they help each other cut their arms and legs and dongs off. It's just absolutely out of this world horror show type stuff. Anyway, so this Hopper guy apparently carved his own legs off. It doesn't get any deeper or darker than that, Cubby.
Yeah, a few people are saying $700,000, maybe one leg, but not 2 legs.
No. $700,000. You're not even close.
Nope.
to what I would need to perform something so horrible on myself or anybody else.
Yeah, I mean, you would have to be in a very desperate situation.
You'd have to be a surgeon in order to perform that without dying. You absolutely. If you didn't know what you were doing, you're absolutely going to be dead within minutes.
Yeah, I mean, even one of the best doctors that I know, House, he did surgery on his own leg, and he didn't last very long. He passed out right there in the bathtub.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Never saw it.
Great show.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorites. And I thought from the the commercials, on TV, I thought it looked so stupid.
It's so good.
It took me I watched it maybe 5-6 years after it went off the air. You're
He's
right.
such a D-bag. It's awesome.
Yeah, he plays a very good douchebag, that's for sure.
Did he have a bone saw? I bet he did.
Probably in his office, yeah.
All right, this here might rattle you a little bit too. This might tap into one of your greatest fears. A feller in Kentucky woke up in the damn middle of what they call here an organ harvesting procedure.
Nope.
So what that means exactly is that doctors thought he was dead, but by damn, he wasn't just yet. The doctors started pulling the poor guy's guts out through their ass, and the eyes fell out and whatnot. The doctors started pulling this guy's guts out so they could be donated to somebody else, right? And the dude woke up.
I know somebody that's so scared of this. I was having a conversation with my friend, and the one guy I was talking to said, he just renewed his license and he had to say no to the organ donor thing because he's afraid of that. Like, what if they make a mistake? What if I'm still alive? I mean, it's a legit fear he has, so much so that, he's like, I wish I could, but I just can't risk that.
I was the same way for a really long time. I guess the whole time I ever had my ID, but I just finally, because my husband shamed me about not being an organ donor, and I felt really awful. So I'm finally an organ donor now, but I still it makes me nervous. It makes me uncomfortable. I don't know.
I don't know where I went with that. I don't know if I'm an organ donor or not. Josh, are you down to just one friend?
Yeah, and your wife kind of busted me for that the other day. In a group text message, she embarrassed me in front of my coworkers.
In a group text message?
Yeah, we all know now, Josh.
I wasn't following this. What happened?
When we're talking about the charity event we'll be doing for Randy Shaver coming up August 22nd at the Wayzata American Legion. Information on 93x.com. I had mentioned, she had made this link. Your wife did so much stuff to make this happen, so much work. And she sent it to us. I'm like, oh, sweet. I'm going to send this out to my friends. And she said, you don't need to. I already sent it to Joe.
Oh, my God.
It was very embarrassing for me. She busted me in front of a bunch of people on this text chain.
I've never known her to be so mean.
She was right, which hurt. She's trying to steal him from me.
So let me ask you this way. Let's say you and Joe were going to go see Air Bud. And
awesome.
Tickets were $4.
Okay.
How much would that cost then for you and your friend to go to Air Bud?
Well, that'd be $8.
$8. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah. Down to one, huh?
Yeah, they're dropping like flies.
Well, and it's your fault.
I know, it is my fault.
All right.
I'm sure it's got to be.
Guy in Kentucky wakes up in the middle of doctors pulling his guts out for him. The doctors were going to then, bag those guts up and bring them down to the burn unit at the hospital. What do you know what I'm talking about? The doctors were preparing his organs to be donated. And the sumbitch, well, I said he woke up. From the sounds of the story, he never was completely out. And that's what makes this so frightening. And it also sounds like he isn't the only one who's got to experience an abrupt wake-up while his guts were laying beside him on a table. And I don't mean worldwide. I mean at this one joint in Kentucky.
Yeah, that place sucks.
At this one joint in Kentucky, hospital, whatever it is, I'm not sure, and it doesn't matter. They've got more than one case of someone coming to while the doctors are bagging up their organs for donation.
You think that they would, the anesthesiologist, however you say it correctly,
The doctor.
that they would put them double under just to make sure?
Give them the double under.
Yeah.
Hit them with it twice, boys.
Well, they're supposed to be dead.
They're supposed to be dead.
I know, but just to cover your bases.
Just in case.
Give
Yeah.
this.
So we could make sure they're dead, or we are already here. Let's just knock him out in case he's still alive and then take all the organs.
Yeah, let's pump him with something.
So you're saying, despite the fact this guy's been dead for 6 or 7 days, let's give him some anesthesia in case he wakes up. All right.
Yeah, we need these organs.
Now, Ashley, you could change your mind. Jace, for example, said he was never a fan of organ donation, but then he had a change of heart.
Oh, you prick bastard. Smart-ass sumbitch. So again, it says here the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services is investigating a few different cases like this down there in Kentucky. Can we try and straighten this out? If you're going to grab a pliers cubby and pull my lungs out of my chest, can we make sure 100% I'm deader than Derringer before that process begins?
Yeah, and I know how to do it. If you've got a little kid, you think they're faking they're asleep, you just tell some sort of fart joke, they bust out laughing, and you know, okay, you're awake. So I'll find some jokes I know you like, and we'll just run through those. If you wake up laughing, we'll leave your lungs alone.
Tell me the 13 joke. Gets me every time. Gets me every time. So the dude I was telling you about, right there from the get-go, is a cat by the name of T.J. Hoover. He was declared brain dead after suffering an overdose a few years ago. Not that his body sat there for a few years, but this story is a few years old. He was declared brain dead after suffering an overdose. His sister, Donna, says doctors attempted to harvest his organs while he was still showing signs of life. She says TJ's eyes were open and he was a-looking around the room when doctors started pulling organs out of the sumbitch.
What?
And it goes mental from here. You thought that was bad. It says here, as they were hauling this guy's insides out for him, the surgeon involved noticed that TJ was, quote, showing too many signs of life to continue with the surgery. Too many signs of life? Shouldn't a surgeon stop cutting someone's guts out if the patient shows just one sign of life?
You would hope.
Yeah, you think there'd be a checklist and everything has to be marked off before you cut someone open?
And it also says here that despite this TJ dude looking around the room and moving, some of the doctors wanted to continue the cutting anyway.
They were already there.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
We got started.
Must have been a Friday, and they had plans for the weekend. They're looking to get out of there.
Better than Dana at Mario Kart, Jesus said he's got it. If you're not sure if someone's really dead, just whisper 69 in their ear. If they're alive, they'll laugh.
It's a funny line every time.
Dana would laugh.
Nice.
This poor TJ guy now suffers from PTSD. Oh, good.
I bet. I don't think there's an amount of therapy that could fix that.
Guy can't get a good night's sleep now, for Christ's sake.
No.
Oh, imagine the nightmares.
Let's get this figured out. My damn. For Pete's sake, 1 minute I'm walking into the light, joining hands with my dead friends and relatives. Everyone's there, Cubby. My old Springer Spaniel is even there. Megan Marie, the best girl in the whole world. And then suddenly I'm awake, and a surgeon's holding my severed rod in his hand.
Why would they take you? Well, go on. This is your thing.
Why would they take my rod?
Yeah, why would they sever your rod?
They want to give it to the lucky bastard down the hall that just lost it in a lawn mowing accident.
They'll do that?
Yeah, they'll do
wow.
it. Yeah.
Do you get to pick?
Yeah.
I'd want a choice.
Yeah, it's like a lineup at a police station.
Sure. Chandler Welder Jesus woke up during a biopsy. A lymph node in his chest. Didn't feel any pain, but the nurse saw him alert and said, "Oh, you should be out." And then the next thing he knew, they put him back out.
Yeah, my sister woke up in the middle of an operation, and it was a real operation. It was a open up your body and look inside type of cut you open type of it, and she woke up.
My wife did too. Does your sister, is it somebody that needs more dope? Like my wife has something with, I can't remember, she metabolizes it a certain way. There's a name for it.
If I remember the story, when it happened, doctors found out that, she, like Ashley was saying, she needs a double shot.
Yeah, I'm one of those people as well.
Yeah.
Every time they've tried to put me out, they've told me I've woken up during it.
Do you let them know ahead of time?
Yeah, now I do. I'm like, hey, by the way, this has happened quite a few times, so make sure you really give me a good dose of drugs.
Yeah, give me the diesel.
I was kind of surprised when I had my last colonoscopy. I just kind of joked about it. I'm like, hey, give me some extra if you want, because I was half awake the first time, which wasn't even bad. I mean, I never felt anything. But he's like, yeah, we're probably good. We'll give you some extra dope. This time I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, they're super chill about that, and then you get your bill, and you're like, oh, I see why you were fine with that.
Oh, they charge you more?
Oh, yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
That is not right.
It's worth it, though.
You've paid more for drugs in your life.
Yeah, the best one was when I got an endoscopy, so the camera down your throat. And I guess they told me I was high, obviously, when I woke up. but they told me that I tried to pull the camera out of my throat. They had to like wrestle it away from me.
Jeez.
Oh, my bad.
Hello, Nurse Jesus said she was a surgical nurse who did quite a few organ donation cases. She said there's a whole process before anyone's supposed to get into the operating room. This story is effing insane.
They were doing it all wrong, weren't they?
Yeah.
A listener texted in to say, if I am an organ donor, it's noted on my driver's license. Well, I'm looking at my...
Yep.
Where?
Let me
I
see.
think it's on the back.
The back.
Yep.
Well, it says class something or another, this or that.
Oh, my gosh. My eyes are getting so bad, I can't even read this.
Really? Yeah, let me see.
Oh, it's on the front.
All right, back or
Door
front?
front, we're playing.
Oh, yeah. It says
Right above the word
donor.
sex.
Yeah. And you got a little heart on it.
Right above where they indicate my sex? Mm-hmm. Well,
Yep.
then I can tell you I am not an organ donor. Maybe I should be, I don't know. Sorry I blew up.
Oh, there's a lot of people who are.
Oh,
so.
now I'm worried that they won't want anything.
Oh!
At least I'll be dead.
No, you'll be good.
No, we're good.
No, they want yours.
Well, yeah,
You're healthy.
You don't smoke, you don't drink. Of course they want your friggin' organs.
You've got good lungs.
That's right, you shamed me about that. You called me a pink lunger.
They'll want your goods, Cubby. They will once you're dead and gone.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Lawn mowing disasters. We talked about this yesterday at around 6:30 or so in the morning. A good amount of messages came in from our wonderful listeners. Do you mind if I blow through those real quick? I mean, folks made the effort to text in. We didn't have time to come back to the subject. And so I thought,
No, these are great. And some of them I never could even picture happening.
these are some great stories. Again, we were talking about lawn mowing or yard care nightmares where maybe you mangled yourself in the process and we weren't able to get to a lot of the texts that came in. And Cubby knows, anytime someone injures themselves, I'm on the floor. That's great entertainment.
You
for
do
me.
love it.
I effing
If it's
love
the
that.
worst moment in someone's life, physically, you enjoy it. Mm-hmm. You've mentioned many times, people might say, well, what's your favorite memory of the radio? Would it be, interviewing one of your heroes like David Coverdale of Whitesnake? And I'd say, absolutely.
My God.
And you'd have to say, no. It was watching a guy pass a kidney stone live on air.
Right. Not a guest or anything. We didn't have...
No hero you met, a childhood hero.
No, it was just a dude that worked here at the time. fell on the floor screaming in pain, passing kidney stones. That probably is my fondest memory of 30 years in the business.
That'd be something to see. I'm jealous.
Ashley, we were dying. I'm telling you. Josh is right. I love other people's pain. So again, because it's a fun subject and so many great texts came in, I didn't want to just disregard it. And it's an F-off day anyway. So here are some of the messages and thank you always for texting in. Here are some of the messages we got yesterday on lawn care nightmares. The year was 1994, Josh. I'll tell you what, you were fresh out of high school, weren't you?
Yeah, I was in college.
190. Rosemount, Minnesota. You're familiar.
Yep.
Didn't you live there for a...
No, but I live very close, and I have family that lives there.
Right. One of our listeners was on the large tower. That's not the word. I should know this. Everyone in Minnesota should know how to say this, and I blew it. Our listener was on a large Toro mower. He was mowing the ball fields over there in Rosemount.
Sure.
He ran over a baseball that managed to spray across the field, come back, and hit him in the head.
Oh, no.
It knocked him out. He fell off the mower, but 20 minutes later, he regained his wherewithal and was back on the mower again. That happened to UPS Golden Valley Delivery Jesus.
Man.
One of our listeners was doing that godforsaken spring cleanup using the dethatcher. You guys ever tow one of those around your property?
Just
No.
once.
Yep.
Yeah.
Are you supposed to do that very often? I hear mixed things on it.
I hear mixed things also, but I got to ask you. So you dethatched once. What did you think of the results?
It sucks. I think I made it look worse.
That's exactly.
And I'm sure there's a talent to it. But, when I mowed lawns, we didn't have anything that fancy. It was just kind of like basic stuff.
Hell no.
It was nothing like that. Like, it's funny. Sometimes people are like, hey, how do I improve this over here or whatever? And I had absolutely no idea. I'm like, I don't know. I can make it shorter than it is if you want.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as I go.
The reason I ask you about your one experience with a dethatcher is I've had one for 4 or 5 years.
Oh, you own one?
And I've never used it.
I rented one, and maybe that had something to do with it. It was the world's worst piece of equipment of all time. It was so bad.
I've never used it because I hear just as many bad stories about using a dethatcher as I do good ones. So picture this. Every friggin' year in the spring, I hook the pig up to the back of my lawnmower, and I stare at it for a while, and then I say, no, and I unhook it and put it back. Just because I'm afraid from hearing all the bad stories.
Now, I absolutely know what a dethatcher is, but I'm guessing there's somebody listening right now that doesn't. So can you explain to them what a dethatcher is?
It's just
for those people. Not me, I know.
You know, of course. Of course you know.
Yes, I'm well aware. I'm well versed in dethatchers.
It's like
And I'm imagining you're probably going to be so bored with this description because
Right.
of how well you know what a dethatcher
So
is.
if you guys can make the description quick, that'd be great because I'm the master. But
I'll go as fast as I can.
Yeah.
Can I start with a simple question? Are you familiar with the term thatch?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was convincing.
Wink, wink. Gotcha.
And one of my friends is just the dethatcher king of Hennepin County. He swears by, he runs it through his own hair. He thinks it's the greatest. But every year I kind of look at it and I think of the bad stories and then I unhook it and put it away. I never. It's just a little sumbitchin' trailer you tow behind your riding lawnmower. It's got some heavy tines that just kind of dig up the top layer of garbage.
It's like all the dead grass that's compacted over the years. So
That's how I would have described it too.
Yeah.
I had like a push one. It kind of looked like a push mower a little bit. But yeah, Nick's has the one that you can trail right behind.
Gotcha.
All right, so.
Said the people who didn't know what a dethatcher was.
Yeah, you were just, I'm sure there's people that said that.
Here's a listener who was doing that spring cleanup, towing a dethatcher. He got off the mower, he tripped on the dethatcher, and as he tried to catch his fall, he put his full palm on the muffler of the lawnmower. I heard my hand skin sizzle, he said.
No.
And, I'll tell you what, every time, like I told you, I hook it up and then change my mind. Every time I hook it up, I trip over the pig. And it is a painful setup. There's no comfortable landing when you land on a dethatcher.
Have you guys ever done that before as far as like touch some sort of muffler?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
When I brought a friend's motorcycle, and his exhaust pipe was a lot bigger than mine, and I just didn't think about it when I got off, and I think I still have a piece of my calf on that thing.
Dude, when we were
that's
kids,
the worst.
we had the
Dirt bikes?
motocross style dirt bikes up at my dad's cabin. We had a little 75. We had a couple of 125s. We used to do all kinds of hell raising on those. Every time we got them out, which was about 4 times a day when we were teenage kids, I would find a way to melt some part of my body on the damn muffler.
When I was really little, I think maybe like 3 or 4 years old, my mom left the lawnmower unattended for a little bit. She turned it off, but she just used it so it was still hot. And I guess I went over there and decided to step and sit on the lawnmower. She said she's never heard a scream like...
On the muffler, you mean?
No, just on top of the mower.
Oh, I see. You sat on top of... I was picturing a rider. You're talking about a push mower.
Yes.
You sat on top of the mower.
She said that was the worst scream she's ever heard. Luckily, my neighbor at the time, she was an ER nurse. She also heard me scream. So she ran over, picked me up, and threw me into a kiddie pool full of cold water right away to try to get the burning to calm down.
Did you burn your little hiney?
Yeah, and she actually nursed me back to health. She was awesome. She would come over like every week and change my bandages and do whatever she did to my skin, and I don't have any scars because of it.
I'll be dipped.
She saved your butt skin.
Yeah, shout out to Bev.
Here's a guy in 1989 who fell off a riding lawnmower. This is before they had the automatic shutoff, and the blades cut off one of his legs for him.
Oh, man.
Oh,
That is awful.
dude,
He rolled it over, and it cut off one of his legs for him. All right, so some of this stuff is dark.
Coming up here?
Well, no,
like that one,
like
too.
that one,
Yeah,
yes,
that was
Josh.
dark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Push mower. My push mower grabbed the dog chain that was on the lawn.
oh no.
My push mower grabbed the dog chain. The mower blades whipped the chain around at about 300 miles an hour until it crashed into my ankle.
No! And it ended up getting his ankle anyway.
I can't imagine. Have you guys ever, hitch your shin bone on a trailer hitch?
Of course.
Yes, the worst.
Why does that hurt so bad? I mentioned this before, but somebody had one here on the back. I think it was like a Ford Escort. And I was enraged. I thought, who puts that on the back? As if it was their fault that I'm the idiot that cranked into that.
Yeah, it was a Dodge Omni or something that had a trailer. No reason for there to be unless, I don't know what you're pulling, a canoe?
It's so dark in that front parking lot. I never saw it. I never expected it. And at first, my natural reaction, of course, was to be upset at that person instead of myself.
We're rolling through some of these lawn care disasters that our listeners texted in yesterday because they're such great friggin' storytellers, and some of it is dark and terrible, and I love that kind of thing.
It's that time of year.
I was mowing. Here's a sumbitch cubby who works as a lawnmower man for a living. I was mowing a customer's yard, and I sucked up a dead rabbit and plastered bunny guts all over their siding.
I like that.
I have a friend, I was mowing with him, and he mowed over a bird's nest, and that was rough.
Oh.
That was their feathers and gore everywhere.
I still remember being a young kid pushing my folks' mower around, and I mowed over the top of a little baby bunny nest. Now, I did not suck up any of the bunnies, but I just kind of, when I pushed forward, I exposed them. They were covered up by this or that. And to this day, Ashley, I still remember the absolute unmitigated terror in the eyes of those baby bunnies. But I didn't harm, what's the word I'm looking for? Harm any of them, luckily.
Oh, thank God.
I must have just missed them enough to where the suction didn't. But I'll never forget them looking at me as if they were saying, please don't kill us.
Oh, I would never forgive myself.
And I think I took like a bunch of weeds and brush and kind of covered them back up again.
That's so sweet.
And then I cried my eyes out for. Okay, what else?
Speaking of crying, I left a part out of the story of my buddy running over the birds.
Yeah.
It gets darker.
Yeah.
So he started crying, and part of that was because there was a couple that needed to be put out of their misery.
Oh, God.
He grabbed a big boulder and he was standing there like starting to cry, saying, I'm sorry, and then smush.
Oh my gosh.
He did the right thing.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I just wouldn't. That would make it even worse.
Yes, you would be able to.
Yeah, they were bad.
I don't think I could do that myself. I would have
You'd
to call
rather-
in reinforcements.
You'd call
I would have to wait until someone got home from work. I wouldn't be able to go through that. That would haunt me.
Josh's buddy looked at those mangled baby birds and he said, I love you. I'm sorry. What was it again? I'm sorry. I love you.
Yep.
Yes. Ric Flair.
Super kick.
Shawn
WrestleMania
Michaels.
24.
Right. I love this. There's no real details on this, but just picturing it grabs me. One of our listeners said, my dad ran his chainsaw over with the brush mower.
Bro.
He just simply said it was not pretty. Ran his chainsaw over with the brush mower. Dude, why the hell wasn't I on the front lines for that? 'Cause I'm just picturing the rage and the disappointment in your father's face having run over his own chainsaw with a brush mower. Here's a guy who ran over a railroad spike with his lawnmower in their backyard, and it shot across the yard, stuck into a fence, almost killed his dad with it. God, that's fun. And finally, at least on my end of things, Printing Jesus texted in. He once got a piece of metal shot into his eye while mowing, and it was in there in his eye for over a week. He did not give any details as to maybe he didn't know it was there or did he ignore it. Not sure. But this piece of metal was in his eye for over a week, and it started to rust.
Oh, ouch.
It became, Josh was just yesterday advocating for wearing goggles when you're out doing yard work, and maybe this is
weed whipping
a great example. This piece of metal was in his eye socket for over a week. It started to rust. It became painful, so I went to the doctor, and they had to grind my cornea to get the metal piece and the rust out.
Got to protect your eyes.
It's always the eyes.
Okay.
It's like a doll's eyes.
Oh, ouch. I hate anything to do with my eyes. That's the worst.
Was LASIK tough for you then?
It was tough, but I guess it kind of helped because a couple of months before I got LASIK, I had like a allergic reaction on my actual eyeball, and when I looked in the mirror, it looked like my eye was so gross, but like literally melting. It was
like when I have 2 beers.
It was crazy. It was like an actual like clear bubble on my eye. It was the most disgusting thing ever, and they had to like get in there and give me all these special eye drops, which were really nice, by the way. And so
what do you mean
after like they just felt so good.
Oh, okay.
They like numb your eye up, and they medicated eye drops are the bee's knees. But after that, I got over it a little bit.
Was it a pus bubble?
No, I don't think so. Because they didn't have to pop anything. Oh, it's so gross.
Pus bubble.
Do you have any pictures?
I probably do somewhere in my phone. Yeah.
Picture it didn't happen.
I want to see that.
It was so bad.
Oh, man. Josh, can I come over to your place some weekend here this summer and watch you run over a chainsaw with a brush mower? I mean, I can just imagine the
All
noise.
I need is a chainsaw and a brush mower, and you're on.
Just the sound. It's like, why am I drawn to that? So I want that in my life. I want an older male authority figure like described in the text message, I want an older male authority figure to run over a chainsaw with a brush mower while I am sitting in a lawn chair, a safe distance away, enjoying a cold beer.
The Half-Assed Morning Show.
Minnesota's 93X!
For Pete's sake, we're getting there now. We are, and we're getting there. While hand in hand with one of our best friends, world-class entertainer C. Willie Miles. Thank you again for swinging by, C. Willie.
Absolutely.
And we were serious, if you want to join us on the boat ride tonight, you're more than welcome.
Where are we taking off from? St. Paul?
St. Paul. Get on the boat, this way, that way, back to St. Paul, go home.
Got a band on there. It's actually 2 boats.
Whoa.
So you got the nude side and sorry, you can't be nude. You got the loud side with the band, and then you got the other side with the food and whatnot. A couple levels on that.
Yeah, let us know.
I'll be with the
It's a
food
blast.
side.
Yeah, that's where I like to start. It's Lucky's 13. They provide the food tonight.
Love
some
Lucky's.
good stuff.
Give us a word up on that one way or the other, C. Willie Miles. We want to thank everyone again for making this whole gimmick possible. Thanks to our listeners for taking an interest in buying tickets. Without them, it wouldn't be a thing. Josh mentioned, what the hell's the name of the joint again?
Lucky's 13. One of my favorites.
Anytime bail bonds, thank you.
That's so convenient, isn't it? Anytime bail bonds, they're right there.
I love
Right
that
there.
bit.
I like to keep an eye on them just in case I got to grab one quickly.
Paddleford River Boats, Gel. We want to thank the band Gel. They're loading their gear up as we speak. They're going to be playing live tonight. Did I forget anybody? I don't think so.
I think we got it all there.
Tonight's the night for the Infect the River boat party.
Yeah, seriously, though, thank you for buying tickets. I mean, shoot, people got on that quick, sold out. It's going to be a lot of fun. This is definitely my favorite event of the year.
Are you a little less nervous now about it?
Oh, I'm still incredibly nervous.
Oh, no.
But yeah, it'll be fun.
Incredibly nervous.
I just don't want to screw it up.
You said
But
there
I'll
was so
be
much
okay.
positivity in your voice.
Well, yeah, I have a good attitude.
How would you screw it up? How would
Well,
you?
what if I just, say something stupid or don't represent the station in the right way?
You talk professionally for a living on the radio every day for the last 30
professionally.
years.
I'm very comfortable with you guys, and I'm used to seeing the disappointment in your face. When I see it in new people's faces, it hurts.
I decided to F with Josh a little bit earlier. He is nervous about how he might come off tonight. He thinks that something he might say would ruin the whole event and it'll, just can the whole thing. So after we had our first on-air conversation this morning, he said, God, did I sound kind of stupid in our first break? And I said, well, you were okay. I said, but I got to warn you, if you come off that way tonight on the boat, if you come off on the boat tonight the way you did in our first break, you're probably going to ruin everything.
So you planted a seed.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did.
he's good at that.
Little seed of doubt. Earlier
And
we were...
sometimes he's so clever with these where it'll take a second, like maybe I walk out of the room to fill up a water bottle or something, and as the door opens I go, oh my God, he just insulted me terribly. I didn't even pick up on that. He's so good at sneaking that in.
I do enjoy torturing you a little bit. I do. Earlier, we were talking about fist fights at work. And we asked our listeners, did you ever have to kick somebody's ass at work? Did you ever have to engage in a real fist fight at work? The text machine has told me that plenty of you have had to scrap on the job. I want to blow through a few of these real quick as I appreciate folks getting involved. Have you had to fight at work? This is Back Dimples Sheezes. She's at work, and one of her co-workers called her sister a slut.
Whoa.
So Back Dimples Sheezes hid in the bushes in the parking lot at work.
That's awesome.
And when this coworker left, she beat her ass, and she says, yes, I got fired. Because that was part of the question was, did you get in a fist fight at work? Did you keep your job? In this case, no. She jumped out of the bushes, Josh, like it was Nam or something.
I'm picturing you and your I mean, they're tight sisters, obviously.
Yeah.
That could have been taken dirty. I didn't mean it that way. You and your brother have the type of relationship where I could see you hiding in the bushes and attacking your brother, your own brother, when he leaves work.
Oh, there were times where we had, square-offs where my brother was beside me at first, and then he joined the other side.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Hey, bro, where are you going?
Whoa.
You're right. I would jump out of the woods to help someone whoop my brother. I would. Okay, so not all of this is firsthand, or I should say, you're the one throwing the hand. Some of these people that texted in witnessed a fight at work, and close enough. Here's a listener who witnessed a couple coworkers fighting over how to dig a hole. One decided they'd wait for the excavator. The other started hand digging the hole. It ended with one of them choking the other out like Homer and Bart.
Do you have the ones in there that involve weapons?
Well, I have one that involves a weapon. Let me see about. Yes, here it is. Argument at work about a difference between a sedan and an SUV.
Hello.
A knife was brought into the mix, and that guy with the knife got fired.
Yeah, that's the one. And there's somebody else that went after. They didn't say what prompted it, but somebody else said they witnessed one of their coworkers go after another with a hammer.
Oh, no.
I missed that. Come on. Here's a guy, worked at a bar. He and this other character worked different shifts at the bar. They crossed paths one day. This is the listener speaking. Dude jumped across the counter and literally attacked me. We were bouncing off the tables. It was pretty crazy. I had to throw him to the ground to stop him. He was fired. I worked the next day.
Wow.
Chugged Up Plumber Jesus said his first week of work when he moved to Arizona, he watched two plumbers beat the hell out of each other in a trench they were digging. He said he just kept working as they hit each other with scrap pieces of pipe. I got a job to do.
Right. And I'm going to get a raise because I'm going to be working alone tomorrow.
Very dramatic here as we're reading text messages from our listeners on fights they've experienced while at work. Real deal physical fights. Now, very dramatic here. I was in we're going to be jealous right from the get-go because Josh and I have always wanted to pilot a scissor lift.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
We had an opportunity here for a while. There was a company next door that gave us a chance, and I don't know, we got tired and went home or something. But, right, there was a company next door that was driving.
I think we missed him. I think we had a meeting or something.
Yeah. You ever driven a scissor lift, C. Willie Well?
No.
Okay. I was in a scissor lift, a listener says, setting windows 3 stories up. Damn. My partner was inside the building. He was grabbing the windows from me. He was running his mouth. I chucked one of the windows to the ground, hopped through the window opening, and beat his ass.
That's like in a movie.
The boss thought it was funny, didn't like the other guy, so he got fired. Happy Friday, this guy said. Wow. You ditched that window. Just smashed that on the ground, hopped through the opening in the building, and beat his ass.
And I love that the other guy got fired. That's awesome.
I'm sure the guy was holding the window is heavy. And the other guy wasn't paying attention. He's like, you know what? This is worth a drop window and a drop kick.
Concrete is how you say it. Concrete job site. Dude mouthed off. I beat his ass. I got fired, and it was worth it. That's Wisco, Gear Jam, and Jesus.
I've said it before. So when I landscape, we didn't do too much concrete work, but when we did, friends became enemies very quick. And swear word combinations I'd never heard on that. Just all the stress trying to get that done right.
And they didn't let me touch the concrete when I did landscaping. Danny, go have a water break. Sit this one out, pal.
You probably made too many cream jokes.
Yeah.
I bet they kicked you out for that reason.
Yeah, go ahead and mix up that cream.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, trowel that. Trowel it.
I see more people texting in about fighting at work. My God. Sorry that had to happen. Sorry you had to throw hands at work, but it sounds like some of you are quite satisfied with what went down, and I'm cool with that too. Everybody's got their own view of things. Here's a listener who texted in and said, "I've never been in a fight, like a legit fist fight at work. But the HR department once had to pull me aside and tell me that 2 hands around someone's neck is not a hug." So he got his hands around that sumbitch's neck. He did.
Show me the definition.
Not a hug. Oh, wow. Appreciate all the texts. I love that stuff. All right. And holler at me, Josh, if you get any fresh ones. I love that subject.
I'm looking
Can't believe how many of you have had to throw hands.
There's a lot of people. Some of them got pretty bad.
While we're awaiting maybe another fight story. Let's see what's going on over there at Google. C. Willie Miles, when's the last time you Googled something, if ever?
I probably Google some almost every day.
Yeah,
I'm always looking for
I
something.
do too. It's usually if I know we're going to maybe talk about a band or a team or an athlete, I might Google them real quickly to see. Sure, it's pretty common. Yeah.
I Google like I know next week I'm going out to Dickinson, North Dakota for a show, and I Googled the hotel where I'm staying and the surrounding areas where I can eat.
Sure.
That kind of stuff. That's what I use Google for.
Sure. Work purposes. We use it mostly
yeah.
for work purposes, but sometimes in my private time I'll look up, I guess I can tell you. The last time I Googled anything, yesterday, I was just Googling Lynyrd Skynyrd and some of their songs. Josh, I'm the kind of nut job music fan where when I hear a song from a band, I need to know what album it came off of. Yeah. And if I don't know that information, I will look it up. So I was listening to one of my favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd songs the other day is how you say it, The Ballad of Curtis Lowe. I love that song. And I wanted to try to remember what album it was from, so I Googled it. And the answer, I think, was Second Helping. Anyway, sometimes people Google really weird things. Google has added this up for us and released a report. Google has for us here the top 5 weirdest, how should I say this? Oh, I got it. Google looked up the top 5 searches that start with, is it weird to blank? That's what they did. They looked up the top 5 searches.
Or is it weird to like blank?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really gong showing this. Google looked at the top searches that start with, is it weird to like blank? Yes, is it weird to like blank?
It is fun sometimes just to type a little slower to see the suggestions it gives you and then wonder, who was Googling that? And I know sometimes it'll be something related to what you did, but you can look down and see, no, these are the most common Google questions that start this way.
Okay, the most common Google searches, the top 5 that start with, is it weird to like blank? Number 1, is it weird to like the taste of blood?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Well,
it's not drinkable.
Not anything that I would voluntarily put to my lips. No.
Or encourage anyone to do.
No, I wouldn't encourage anyone. But it says here some people enjoy that metallic taste. I know that taste because I've been punched in the mouth a couple times. So number 1.
Ashley's told us she has a blood fetish, but she hasn't mentioned wanting to drink blood or anything like that. I can't say I've had anybody say they're interested in something like that.
Okay. Is it weird to like the taste of blood is number 1. Oh, Christ. Is it weird to like the smell of your own farts? Come on.
No.
So disgusting.
It's interesting, though, that somebody was concerned enough that they had to Google it. I'm really enjoying this, to the point where I better consult an expert.
I can't ask my best friend this. I need to go to Google.
This stuff's awesome, and I got to find out if other people feel the same.
Am I out of my mind? Am I minutes away from going on a killing spree? Is it weird that I like this? Is it weird to like the smell of your own farts? Please stop talking like that. Don't talk like that. Don't ask that question.
Wow.
Is it weird to like the smell of gasoline?
I love the smell of gasoline.
Yeah, me too.
Who doesn't?
Regular diesel.
I do not.
You do not like the smell?
I do not like the smell. One time I was at a gas station and someone had spilled gas, and I obviously was pumping gas in my car, and I was standing in it, and I got in my car and I was smelling gas, and I literally drove to the car wash, and had them do the vacuum and shampoo. And this is a true story. Threw the tennis shoes away.
You did?
Yeah.
So
you really don't. So you like mowing the lawn? You don't, nothing like that? I love all the combinations.
I don't mow. I pay people to do that job. I don't want to sound bougie or anything, but yeah, I don't do that.
All right, this person must be either they don't know or they do know with this particular text. They know what they're doing to you, Nick, or they're just not aware.
Hit me with it.
Everybody likes their own brand when it comes to the smell of farts.
Son of a bitch.
You do not.
Everybody likes
one of the
their own
worst
brand.
things I've ever heard said out loud. Years ago, Josh and I heard a guy say that out loud. Everyone loves the flavor of their own brand.
I do not.
I wanted to throw up and punch the living hell out of this person. Stop.
To be quite honest, I don't know what my fart smells like. I will go in a room and fart and walk away from it. I leave that up to someone else. I'm a professional.
It's yours now.
You're sure
I'm out.
Sure the old lady appreciates that.
Yeah, my wife, she'll tell you that. Like, she says, I know he farts, but he will not fart in front of me.
Yeah.
And I will walk in another room because I respect people.
That's against the rules in my household as well. I don't want to even get started on it. Don't even get me started on these people who play fart games with each other.
Oh, my God.
Grown, married couples. It's disgusting.
And grown men.
What they're doing is wrong. Yes, grown men. Let's close this out again. Google added up and threw this our way. The most common searches that begin with, is it weird to like blank? Is it weird to like being called a good boy is next on the list.
I'll tell you that the middle schoolers now are using that to mess with their friends.
Like an insult?
Yeah, kind of. Like if I said, hey, do you mind handing me that right there? It's right next to you. And you hand it to me and I'll go, good boy, good boy.
Yeah, you told
As
me.
if I control you at this point.
Yeah, it's some kind of ball-busting insult. Yeah, you mentioned.
And what my son didn't realize is now I will do nothing for him. Absolutely nothing. I told you, you're not going to get me.
Yeah.
You want me to get you some water? Not going to do it. I'm not going to do anything for you.
Finally on the list here, Josh, is it weird to like spiders? You do not like spiders.
Oh, no. Not at all. I don't know if it's weird, but I do not.
No.
My wife and I will stay together forever because she'll kill any spider. The good boy thing, I like it for whatever reason, and I hope this doesn't come across as weird, but like if you're checking out at a gas station and the old lady says, thanks for coming in, hon, or honey, or something like that, I don't know why. It just kind of makes me feel all warm inside. Like it's, I don't know, makes me happy.
Okay.
Not in a dirty way.
It's the little things when they call you hon
I feel like,
or
wow,
dear.
That's a day bright. Yeah, dear. It's a day brightener right there.
Well, for Christ's sake, I think everyone on the boat tonight should greet Josh by saying, good evening, honey.
Hey, hon.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag. I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet, host of the #1 podcast, Insight with Chris Van Vliet. On the show, I sit down with the biggest names in pro wrestling, sports, film, and beyond. These are real, long-form conversations that go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with people like John Cena, The Undertaker, Cody Rhodes, and more. We talk mindset, motivation, and what it takes to succeed. This is Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
A lot of people get on Google and they, I guess, are concerned about maybe a bad habit or a craving that they have, and they search, is it weird to like blank? So many people use that setup for a Google search that Google themselves coughed up like a top 5 most common is it weird to like blank Google searches. One of them was, is it weird to like the smell of gasoline? Common search by people on Google. Is it weird to like the smell of gasoline? We all do, with the exception of C. Willie Miles. Josh mentioned it's part of his enjoyment of mowing.
Yeah.
Smelling the gas.
And the grass.
What's the old saying again, Josh?
Ass, gas, or grass, nobody rides for free.
Nobody rides for free, right.
Or maybe I got the order wrong.
Here's a listener who says, I have a battery lawnmower now, but I sprinkle some two-stroke on that sumbitch just to get that smell. Another of the searches was, is it weird to like the taste of blood?
You.
We were all a little creeped out by that. One listener did text in to say, well, I like the taste of blood in my clam chowder.
Oh, God, that's so gross.
That's the second time this week that's come up.
Really?
Yeah.
Kind of concerned about myself now. All right. For Christ's sake. C. Willie Miles has a big show tonight. Or, pardon me, tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
Tell us about your show tomorrow night.
Carooners.
Word.
You're home away from
My
home.
home away from home.
Yeah, do you got a parking spot there?
Yes, I do. Right underneath the light outside the main door. So if you get there before me, do not park there. You will be towed.
That's where the mayor parks.
So that's right. That's where Big Daddy parks at. You need a light. Find my car. So I'm going to be there doing my new show called Face the Funny. So it's going to be great, man.
We're looking forward to hearing all about it next time we see you. Here's a guy who hasn't paid for a drink at Crooners in how long? Years,
Ever.
I bet.
Forever.
Well, that's awesome. Josh, is there any information you think any of our party goers might need to know about tonight's Infect the River boat party, other than the fact that you are incredibly nervous about tonight?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting you. I'm doing my best. I'm going to do my best, so I try not to judge too much. But, yeah, I would say the most important things are make sure you got your ID.
Sure.
You're going to need that to get on. Make sure you're there sometime between 6 and 6:30 at the latest, because they start boarding at 6:30, and there's nothing we can do about it. They take off at 7. They have a very strict schedule with Paddleford. They have to get off, start going at 7.
I mean,
even if we're late, and it's our 93X event, they will leave without us.
Yeah, they know the route.
Every time we have one of these booze cruises, I crave the sight of a few people running and wait. No, as we pull away from the dock, I so badly want that to happen. I want to leave someone behind, but everyone usually follows your advice and they get there early.
Yeah, I'd hate for somebody to miss it.
Oh, I would. You wouldn't find the fun in watching some bitch on the dock saying, "Come on back, please."
Well, that would be kind of funny.
Yeah, we give them the finger.
Especially if somebody's not paying attention, they're staring at the boat and not where they're going, and they run off the dock. That would add some extra comedy.
Should have been on time. Loser is what we'll say on the boat as we're cruising away.
The food is included. Drinks are not. So, and their drink prices, whatever a drink price is, that's what it is. I think that's pretty much everything.
I think you got it. I think you got it.
And be responsible.
Don't be a prick.
You're an adult. You get it, but just in case you need to hear it again.
We don't need pricks ruining our good time.
Right.
It's going to be great. We're looking forward to it. And again, thank everyone for helping us out with the bit.
Very much. Thank you for
I've
being
seen people get left. When I worked the cruise ship,
yeah,
I've seen people.
Dude,
the cruise ship will not wait for you.
Wow.
Suitcases and suntan lotion.
Well, no, I mean, we docked for a 4-hour deal, and they told you have to be back.
Oh,
and you see people running, and I'm standing back up on the high deck, going, they're not turning around, babe.
What the hell were you doing? You got to make.
You know where they're going next. Get a flight.
Yeah,
meet us there. They'll let you back on the boat.
Lucky bastard. You've seen that in person.
I've seen it in several. Every time we've left port, you see people going, wait, like they went too far.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful story.
You know what we'll do, Nick? If they'll never give us a heads up if we get fired, but let's say they do, just because I want you to experience this once. The very last booze cruise we ever do, let's leave 20 minutes early. So you have a better chance at seeing somebody chasing after that.
You know how expensive pets are.
Oh, yeah. Sadly.
It can be outrageous at times.
Yeah, that's funny. My puppy Well, no, I guess she's a dog. I shouldn't call her a puppy anymore. She's 5.
Yeah,
but
she'll always be a puppy to you.
she was free when I got her. Now she's worth at least $15,000, I'd say. At least that.
Can you get her in movies or something to recoup some of that money?
Hey, maybe she'd do good. You know, 3-legged dogs, there's an appeal there.
Yeah, can she shoot a basketball?
Maybe.
Meaning that's how much money you've spent to keep her alive?
Yeah. She's worth every penny, though.
I just felt my late father spinning in his grave when he heard you say you've spent $15,000. I mean, we all know they're expensive. Trips to the vet are expensive. But they're worth it, in my opinion. If you have a good vet like Dr. Andrea, they do take care of our pets for you. The reason I bring up my old man is 40 years ago. How old am I now? Yeah, right around, maybe more like 35 years ago. We found out our Springer Spaniel at the time, the best girl in the whole world, Megan Marie. You've heard the Megan Marie stories. She needed surgery, and it was going to cost $700. And my old man, he battled with that one. He did. But he finally gave in and agreed, okay, let's save the life of Megan Marie. And we did. And she lived another 4 or 5 years. But every time she crossed his path, he would say this, $700 dog. And we're talking 15 grand?
Yeah, dude, at least.
15 grand.
All put together, yeah.
The most I've ever spent, like on one incident would be, well, it was a 2-time incident, same issue, $2,500 for a girlfriend's cat, because I felt like it was my fault. He was eating the little rubber stoppers at the end of those dealies that the door stops, you know?
I'm following
at my
you.
place, so I mean, even though, a guy should have a right to have those, but it happened 2 times. Got locked up in his little tummy, and so they had to have an operation on it.
What the heck?
You got to save the little bastard's life more often than not. Pretty difficult to just say, let him go. It's different. We've all done it, but it's difficult. Do you know any of those type of folks who spend wild amounts of money on their pets, meaning not to save their lives, not to treat their problems, but do you know any of those type of folks who spend wild amounts of money on their pets, like elaborate beds and clothes and accessories?
Food, certainly. I know some people that spend crazy amounts on food.
Because they believe
and
it's
pet care.
Because they believe it's a healthier option?
Like hundreds of dollars a month. And then pet care, at least that. At a really
pet
nice
care,
place.
like
bring a doggy daycare type of thing.
A daycare.
Oh, that can be so expensive. Holy cow. I was talking to my brother-in-law. They board their dogs sometimes, and he said it was like an extra $50 or $100 a day for them to get a certain type of like one-on-one time with somebody that works there, for them to like have a little bit more personal time.
Oh yeah, they throw those different things in there.
Like what?
And this particular person I'm speaking of, they pay for all of it.
Just for some pets, some extra pets.
I was at a wedding a year or two ago, and my friends were there. They were from out of state, and they were showing me webcam footage or video footage of their dog at the puppy resort they were at. And that resort looked like nicer than anything I could ever afford in my entire life. That dog was pampered, and, he had like beachside property to roam around on. It was insane.
Some of those are crazy fancy, you're right.
I'm sorry, a pet, what did you call it? A puppy?
Like a resort.
Resort?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
You've heard of these things, Josh?
Oh, it's the same type of thing I'm talking about. Yeah, there's all the add-ons you can think of, they've got. It's like being at the world's fanciest hotel in some of those.
I've heard of doggy daycare. I don't know if I've ever heard of a dog resort.
One of our dogs, to adopt it was a rescue. It was like $650, and I thought that was crazy. But then you hear about, is it Frenchies, or what's the ones that everybody's stealing at gunpoint?
I think that's right.
Yeah, French Bulldogs.
French Bulldogs, and they're worth thousands upon, like tens of thousands of dollars in some cases.
That's friggin' frightening.
I want to interrupt real quick. I apologize to answer. We're getting flooded with texts saying our stream sounds bad today. Something's going on. So I want to recognize that, just so you know. It's not just you. We're letting our folks know. I apologize for that. That's got to be annoying.
I had a couple of texts come in. One said, are you broadcasting from a shipping container this morning? And another asked us if we were broadcasting from a bathroom. Now, both of those would be an upgrade to our current studio situation. We sound funny? Yeah, we don't know dick about it. Sorry if it sounds funny.
And we have people to let know about things like this?
No, we don't.
Well, they're not in the state, unfortunately. We have no engineer that officially works here anymore.
If we sound funny, there ain't a damn thing we can do about it, and there's no one for us to call. No one.
It's true. Somebody texted earlier, and I guess a bunch of ads were running, like just kind of thrown in there out of nowhere. There'd be 2 minutes of a song or whatever, and then just tons of ads and ads. And the guy jokingly said, hey, can you guys stop earning money over there? I'm trying to listen to the radio. And I had to tell him, I promise you we're not earning money, because look around the studio. There's absolutely no evidence or people that work here anymore to prove that this station's making any money.
If you haven't already heard, whenever we go live around here, you should know this if you haven't already heard. We are absolutely 100% on our own. There is no one looking after us or watching over us, nor do they care. Okay, I was just learning about someone, speaking of pets, and the amount of money that we dump into a good pet. Sure, there's cash money you got to hand over to the vet. Maybe you need some doggy daycare. Maybe you care a little more for their diet, so you spend a few more bucks on their food. But I was just learning about someone who spent $1,500 on a custom foam mattress for their dog. When hell, all the dogs I've ever owned usually just end up very happily sleeping on a pair of my dirty drawers.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Most dogs.
Our dogs, when we were growing up, slept on the floor.
Yeah.
Never had dog beds or anything.
Or outside.
My parents wouldn't even let them on the couch.
Most dogs I know don't want a custom foam mattress. They'd actually prefer to sleep on a pile of Kleenex, that you just blew your nose into.
Yeah, my dogs rip those up. Get them a new bed. I'm so proud. I'm like, oh, look at this. You're going to be so comfy. Oh, that lasted a day.
How about this? $800 for a pet stroller.
Oh, man.
My mom has one of those for one of our little dogs.
I have a pet stroller. It certainly wasn't $800. It was maybe $18.
Yeah, I think she got it on like Facebook Marketplace or something, but it is cute putting the little dog in there.
I had to friggin' do it, but I didn't put a dog in there. I put the cat in there. And that's friggin' to watch a cat's face as you push it in a stroller around a neighborhood when all it's ever known is the inside of your house. To watch a cat's face in that situation is a lot of fun. Is a lot of fun. Where the cat just goes, son of a bitch, what is all this?
Oh, cute.
Just a kind of a mix of amazement and pure terror as you're pushing your cat around and it sees a car go by. Like, what?
I was just talking about those with our friend Janelle Tuesday off air, because I like to have a ton of beverages for whatever reason. I get made fun of for that because I have like a little mini bar with me, basically, of a variety of beverages. And it was a super hot day and I wanted to walk around our neighborhood. And at the time, my son was old enough to be in a stroller. So we had the stroller, and I just kind of loaded it up with beverages. And I'm pushing, thinking it was a time of day where I never saw anybody, ever. So I thought, I'm not going to run into anybody. What do I care? And then all of a sudden, I see a lady coming at me with a real stroller. And I thought, oh, no, she's going to want to talk babies, and I've got nothing but Mountain Dew, water, apple juice, all kinds of crazy stuff in here. And as we get, like, almost parallel, I realized she had a cat in her stroller, and I no longer was embarrassed.
No, you weren't the weird one anymore.
I never had seen that. That was the first time I'd ever seen something like that.
Oh, you got to put a cat in a stroller once and take it around the block, dude. It's a riot.
The cat looked like it was very comfortable. I mean, but it doesn't compare to when you see dogs on the back of motorcycles. I don't know how they stay on that. That's incredible.
Oh, when they got the little goggles, too.
Yeah, like you see them on a gold wing or something like that. They look so happy.
God rest his soul, my old kitty, Big Lou. Yeah, he was just wide-eyed. What in the hell? The first time I stuffed him into a pet stroller, how do you say it? Pet stroller, and took him around the block. But he did quickly get used to it. Here's somebody who spent $500 on a crystal dog collar. $300 for an anxiety tent for their cat. An anxiety tent.
Well, I mentioned this before. A buddy of mine used to install TVs and stuff like that, and when he was working for Geek Squad, and he went to Kevin Garnett's house back when he played for the Wolves. And in his dog kennel, he installed all these televisions and a nice stereo system. And Kevin Garnett, his excuse was, I want my babies to watch me work.
Love that.
How about a $400 DNA test to see if your dog is royalty?
Well, I know a few people have done the DNA test, but didn't you do that, Ashley?
My husband did before I met him, yeah.
Yeah, I thought somebody had done that as well.
Yeah,
I think it was only about $100. It was a gift that he got for Christmas.
It had nothing to do with royalty, just to find out exactly everything that's in the dog there.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool.
The hump history.
Anybody else?
Hump history.
Anybody else that used the service, you could figure out like if your dog had relatives. It's pretty cool.
Big family reunion.
Oh, yeah. It's got some cousins down in Louisiana, which makes sense because that's where he's from.
He's related to Clifford. He's famous.
$350 was spent once for a private pet psychic session to, quote, speak to their chihuahua about why he keeps hiding socks. I met a pet psychic once, and I gave him every benefit of the doubt. I approached it very open-minded. I met a pet psychic. Not like hired them to come to my house, but just met one night. What do you do for a living? I'm a pet psychic. And I went into it with an open mind, but I came away from it feeling just as kind of dirty as I do when I talk to human psychics, where I feel like, ooh, that was sleazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not. Ashley's looking at me funny. I'm not a big fan of psychics.
Yeah, no, I understand.
When they said that, did you believe that, or did you think they were joking?
No.
You know how everybody's grandpa, they graduated with a degree in underwater basket weaving or something like that?
I don't really remember, Josh, my original reaction. I probably did, for a brief second, think they were kidding until I saw the seriousness in their eyes, and so I asked them about their career as a pet psychic, and like I said, I tried to be open-minded, but when I walked away, I said to myself, what a scam.
I hesitate to bring up my mother on the radio, but my mom brings her dog to the doggy chiropractor.
The doggy chiropractor.
And also, he's had doggy acupuncture, which I didn't know they did for dogs.
Does that help him in his life?
It seems the same to me. I don't know.
I'm hesitant in bringing up my mother on the air.
The texts that come in are overwhelming.
Here's somebody who had an iguana.
Had one.
You did?
Yeah.
I don't remember. Tell us about your iguana.
When I've lived with various family members essentially my entire life.
Yeah.
And I lived with a cousin who had two, and he ended up getting called overseas. He was in the military, and so he's like, hey, can you just keep these for me while I'm deployed? And I said, sure. And he came back and never took them back. So I ended up giving them to a different cousin after a while.
I understand.
Is it possible he went into the military just to abandon these iguanas?
That's my theory.
Yeah.
Those are definitely one of those things that you get for like your kid or something, and you regret it a month later because you're the only one cleaning the little atrium that they're in. And
yeah, one of my friends, one of my high school pals, had an iguana at his house. Once we moved out, once high school was over and we all got our own place, dude had an iguana. And then one day we couldn't find the prick. And we looked all over the house. The iguana had escaped his cage and gone to live under the dryer, and he dried to death. We found this. We found the iguana under the dryer. He just had the thirstiest look on his face.
Oh no!
He just dried to death under the.
My patriotic iguanas, they got pretty big. I had to get a new cage while he was going around.
Those iguanas were real Americans.
They were.
Yeah. Those iguanas were military family.
So if anyone ever asks if I've served my country, well, if you consider babysitting iguanas part of service, then yes.
Here's someone who owned an iguana, and they spent $2,000 on a custom-made iguana habitat with a fake waterfall and hammocks that the what do you call the thing again?
Iguana?
Hammocks that the iguana could lay in. You know how you lay in a...
That's bougie.
Yeah, it is.
Fake water. That sounds nice.
A few people are texting in on dog training, spending a lot of money on that. I did that, too. I forgot about dog training as far as an investment goes. We spent, between our dogs, they eat 80 pounds of food a month.
That's nuts.
Between the two of them, and that's like $100 and some. It can get expensive for sure.
Well, what the hell did you buy 2 horses for?
Well, ask my wife. More anxiety than Hair Jesus said he knows a lady who paid good money to send a photo of her horse to an animal psychic to see if the horse was happy or not.
God damn.
Off of a photo.
That's great.
Is my horse happy?
What a good scam.
And here's someone else who spent $1,800 on a fully climate-controlled doghouse. The doghouse had air conditioning.
Lucky.
Sound off if your actual home is missing any of these, the word amenities.
Well, I was just going to say, I didn't have air conditioning until I was 24.
Right.
I didn't have cable until I was 24.
Right, same here. So, yeah, let's compare this to your childhood home, Josh. This is a climate-controlled doghouse that costs $1,800. Let's compare this to your childhood home. The doghouse had AC. You did not have AC.
No.
The doghouse did have a heater.
Oh, yeah, we had radiators.
You had radiators. Wi-Fi cameras?
Whoa.
Your house didn't have Wi-Fi.
No. I got Wi-Fi cameras in 2014.
Did you have a working doorbell at your childhood home?
Nope.
This doghouse did.
And what do you need a doorbell for?
It's just cute.
So the dog knows to answer the door when you're there, I think.
Goes bat crazy.
Yeah. Oh, my God. So people, we all know what you need to spend on a pet to care for them and keep them alive and keep them as healthy as possible. But there are some folks who take it to another level. By damn, there certainly are people who take it to another level. My wife still shudders and looks at me funny when I tell her that growing up with our 2 Springer Spaniels, they spent the majority of their time outside.
Yeah, that was our family dog growing up.
All year round, 365 days a year. We had a dog kennel, and until it got brutally cold, those dogs slept and spent the day in the dog kennel. I don't know if that's a regular thing anymore. Sure, when it got brutally cold in the winter, we would bring them inside, and they'd go, "Oh Christ, here we go, we're inside." But they spent the majority of their time all day, all night.
Well, since you had an outside dog, like me, Nick, when we brought him inside during the winter when it was very cold, he just wanted to go right back out there. He didn't like being in there for too long.
Well, I mean, our dog certainly had no problem being outside, but when we brought him in when it was cold, they took advantage.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, he did not want to be in there.
They took advantage. They get up on the couch and just grind up on you.
My dad did insulate his doghouse, though.
Oh, yeah, we did, too.
That's cute.
Well, I mean, what do you mean by insulate?
Like he put, like, actual insulation in it, like the little pink stuff.
Oh,
Cute.
We just had wood chips.
Hey, that's something. That's something, Nick.
Yeah, you put an effort out there.
But that's what they knew. I mean, and they were completely comfortable and safe out there. And
you got to throw in like a gas fireplace, a jacuzzi. I mean, really make it nice for them.
I'll tell you what.
Have you guys ever seen those videos of people that have? I mean, it's basically like a shed, maybe even bigger than a shed in their backyard, and it's all dedicated to their dog.
No.
Oh my gosh, that stuff gets crazy. I was watching one the other day.
Just put a bunk out there. You can live with them.
No, seriously, that's like I would live out there. They had a slide for the dogs to get down from their loft.
What the hell? Rules. Do they have kids too, or are those the kids?
I think those were the kids, yeah, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, because the couple I was telling you earlier about that spend the money on the dog, like all the fancy dog care, all that kind of stuff, they don't have kids. So that's basically their baby.
Oh, sure. Sure, fair enough. I'd like to see a dog go down a slide. I think other than watching America's Funniest Home Videos, I've never watched a dog go down a slide. I would imagine that's quite terrifying for most dogs.
I need to start sending you these videos. I think I see at least one a week of a dog going down a slide.
I mean, a dog could easily fall down a slide accidentally, but I want to see one intentionally send itself. I'm picturing the dog's eyes just bugging out of his skull, wondering, what is this thing that I'm about to...
If you're a new listener, this is why I hesitate bringing up my mother on the radio.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
This is, and just so you know, this isn't isolated. This happens every day.
It's every day.
There's some very mean people listening to this show. Disrespectful. to a woman who served the church her entire adult life.
She served the church.
She was nearly a nun.
Almost.
I tell you, volunteers her time, donates more money to charity than she can afford.
She was almost a nun until
she got
the incident.
Yeah, there was the incident. And that incident 9 months later was me. HVAC/R and stuff, Jesus.
What are they saying now?
You know, they can take anything and make it dirty. All I said was, my mom, on this topic of people whose dogs get the treatment, my mom takes her dog to the chiropractor.
Yes.
And he says this, I'm guessing your mom also likes to go to get a good bone adjustment.
That's
Come on.
disrespectful. Disrespectful.
You know what? My mom's kind of known for her Rice Krispie bars.
Yeah.
You're not getting any, bro. I'm bringing
More
them for the
for
class.
me and Cubby.
I'm bringing them for the class, but you don't get any.
Here comes a snap, crackle, pop joke.
Son of a bee.
KXXR. Minneapolis, St. Paul, a Cumulus station that somehow does this 24/7 and kinda gets paid. Your favorite half-assed moments.
Previously recorded in the Chris Lindahl studios. This is it.
This is 93X.
There's Smashley over there. So, what's your deal?
Nothing really.
How you feeling?
Tired.
Yeah, I was telling my wife yesterday that you're starting to get partly miserable, and she said that you might be in for some trouble if you were already...
Because it's hot. It's going to get hot.
That's what I told her, that you already hate heat.
I'm not excited for that. I'm the worst person to be pregnant in the summer. It's not going to go well.
No one wants to be pregnant in the...
At least it's always freezing in here, so that helps.
True. Let me ask you something, Bydam. You've got a pile of shady older brothers,
Yeah,
correct? 5, 6 of them.
5.
5 of them. So when you were coming up and boys took an interest in you and you started taking an interest in them, which, as you've explained to us in the past, that happened when you turned 2, when you took an interest in boys.
I liked boys.
Did all those older brothers, did they mean your dad didn't have to play the role of overprotective father because your older brothers had that gimmick covered?
Yeah.
And were they
Definitely.
overprotective?
Yes.
Or were they
Some
kind of...
a little bit more than others.
Sure.
But I guess my brother that is closest in age, so he's like 2 years older than me, he was really protective.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So your old man didn't have to exhaust himself.
No.
He had all these, kind of... Like, what's the word, Josh? Like in military terms, he had all of these. Forget it. You know what I mean. he had all of these lower.
like he's in charge of everyone else.
Yes,
okay.
yes. He had his sons to look after you.
Sure.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, people were just naturally afraid of him, though.
Your dad.
Yeah.
He's a bigger guy.
He's tall.
He's
scary
intimidating.
looking. Yeah.
I think when you find out somebody you want to date has a whole bunch of brothers and a dad that looks like your dad, that's intimidating.
Yeah. And like Nick was saying, I mean, they are sketchy, too. All my brothers.
It's a shady crowd.
I mean, that helps.
Your brothers, a shady crowd. I don't remember ever crossing paths, ever, with that classic version of the overprotective dad when I was a kid, or an overprotective brother.
You got lucky.
Yeah, you did.
Never crossed paths with any dads who put off that vibe. Never crossed paths with any older brothers or just brothers of a gal that I was interested in or any of my friends were interested in. That kind of gimmick just only for me appeared on television. And, a couple of my pals had scorching hot sisters. And they never showed any signs of caring at all what kind of dudes came around their sisters. Yeah. And I know I never did. I just looked at it as that's not my business. Josh, remember the story of my buddy who unintentionally got a front row seat to his younger sister just getting jackhammered after school one day?
Yeah,
that's not right.
That's rough.
I'll get
Was
back
it your
to that.
buddy
I forgot about that.
I'll get back to that.
Was it your buddy who found out his sister was stripping or something like that,
yeah.
and another buddy surprised him with that?
Yeah, that's true, too. The reason I'm asking about all this, some dad, supposedly overprotective dad, his picture ended up on social media, and everyone's been talking about it. A picture of the back of his T-shirt, and he's got one of those "Don't mess with my daughter" T-shirts with a list of things, right, that you shouldn't do.
Yeah. One of those cheesy shirts.
Yeah,
so cringy.
If you're going to get involved with my princess daughter, here's 10 things you better not do because I'm the overprotective dad.
I texted my daughter this yesterday. I said, hey, look at the new shirt I'm ordering. I wanted her reaction, and she just wrote back, LOL. That was it.
This is so funny because...
you know what? The funniest part to me is the people that don't get it. They don't understand a couple of the jokes on there. To me, that was pretty funny.
Well...
Like the last one on there.
Oh, dude, that's where we're going with this, is the dad with his, tough guy, overprotective father T-shirt. He didn't expect, I think, when this was thrown, this picture of the list on the back of his shirt that was put up on social media. I don't think he expected to be the butt of a pile of jokes.
I bet he thought he was going to be pretty cool. Like, usually people like, respect, man. Hell yeah, protect your daughter.
I don't know. I have a feeling he probably got this T-shirt for some weird holiday, and he didn't care about what shirt he was wearing that day, so he threw this on.
That's very likely. A lot of.
I get shirts like that for my kids.
That's how dads are.
It could be that this was just a T-shirt to him. Of course, I mean.
I hope so.
My old man would have been completely comfortable leaving the house wrapped in burlap.
Yeah.
He didn't. But anyway, it's more fun to think that he was trying to put out this vibe and didn't realize it was going to backfire on him. So the back of this man's T-shirt has 10 rules for dating my daughter. And it says here, it's the standard stuff that you've seen before. I personally have never seen one of these T-shirts before, which is why I was kind of extra excited about the bit, and I'm maybe going to got a bigger kick out of it than most folks. But 10 rules to dating my daughter. Rule number 1, get a job. Get yourself a job. Number 2, understand that I don't like you. Number 3, understand that I'm everywhere. Okay?
Jeez.
Rule number 4 to dating my daughter. You hurt her, I hurt you. Rule number 5, be home 30 minutes early. Rule number 6, get a lawyer. Rule number 7, I don't know if I understand this one. If you lie to me, I will find it. Find out. Okay, there's a misprint in here. If you lie to me, I'll find out. Okay. Number 8, she is my princess, not your conquest. That's freaking hilarious. My princess, she's not your conquest. Number 9 is funny. This is my favorite one. I don't mind going back to jail, he says.
That is a scary one.
Yeah. And finally, the 10th rule. This is the one where kind of backfired on Dad. Whatever you do to her, I will do to you. And everyone online made the same joke about that last rule. Everyone said, so, her dad is going to bang me?
That's the joke. That's what I understand. People don't understand that. I've heard that so many times. I've heard a lot of these from dads before. And that's the whole joke.
Oh, so it's meant to be a joke.
Yeah, it's meant to be a joke.
Well, then F me.
That's it.
I wasn't aware of that. I thought this was just a cheap T-shirt that didn't understand what it was saying.
No, it's like, hey, think about the sex acts you're going to commit with her because I will do those same sex acts to you.
Okay, well, this is the first time I've seen a rules to dating my daughter T-shirt. I was naive to the comedic delivery.
Well, yeah, all of it's a joke, right? I mean, yes.
I don't know. I've seen some guys wear those shirts very seriously.
Well, sure, they mean the sentiment, but I don't think they mean I'm going to blow you.
Well, right, but it's just kind of an odd way of phrasing that.
The internet was having a lot of fun with that. A lot of people brought up the extremely graphic sex act that the dad might have to potentially do if he keeps his word on rule number 10.
Chaos coordinator Shiza said she's one of 4 girls. Her dad had that shirt right in front of all the boyfriends.
Yeah. That's a fun little game of cat and mouse, isn't it, Josh, when you got the tough dad, whether he's just playing that role or is legitimately tough, and the nervous high school boyfriend or whatever. I bet that's a fun game if you're the dad.
Yeah, and guys like this, though, are usually not necessarily the tough dad. I think tough dads are just tough dads. They don't need to wear shirts like that. It's a joke. They're goofing around. But yeah, it was strange to me that nobody understood that number 10 was a joke on there.
Oh, I didn't understand. I thought it was...
That's like an old joke. I had a dad say that to me in high school.
Oh. Well, like I said earlier, I never crossed paths with any of those types of folks, overprotective dads or overprotective brothers. Plenty of women chimed in on this dad online who's wearing the T-shirt with the 10 rules for dating his daughter. Plenty of women chimed in and said they would disown their own father if they ever wore a shirt like that in public. One woman said, "They are so cringe," she said. "I'm not his property to protect," she said. And I bet it sucks for a young gal.
It's got to be annoying.
Oh, embarrassing all the time.
Dad always hovering over your shoulder, maybe picking up the telephone when you're on it. I suppose that doesn't exist anymore because everyone has their own cell phone. But back in the day, I imagine there were some dads who would, maybe grill the kid over the phone or listen in on conversations. If the daughter says we're going to a movie, dad might go to the same movie and sit in the back of the theater.
Oh, that would be awful.
I can see how teenage gals would just lose it with that kind of helicopter parenting. That cracked me up.
And that can backfire, right? If she gets mad at dad and decides, I'm going to do whatever I want.
Oh, yeah.
That can backfire.
It's a fine line you got to walk there.
I suppose she might want to go as far the other way as possible. And next thing you know, she's in California working with Peter North.
Retired GVFD Jesus said on rule number 10, add with a broomstick.
Yeah, this poor buddy of mine came home from high school one day, and he had a sister that was a year younger than him. And they came from one of those households. I was very jealous of this. They came from one of those households where mom and dad had very relaxed rules on what their children were allowed to do with significant others in the house. Meaning their parents gave them freedom to bring their significant other up into the bedroom whenever they wanted to, and mom and dad would stay away for hours. They were open-minded like that and knew that their kids were probably horsing around and having sex, but that's the type of folks they were. So it was a pretty open household on that subject. So my buddy comes home from school one day. Like I said, he's got a sister 1 year younger. And, backpack over his shoulder, goes to the front door, and it's locked. And he's like, well, what the hell? No one ever locks the door around here. And he kind of goes around the back of the house, tries not to be cute here, but he tries the back door. That sumbitch is locked. He said, come on, I just want to go inside and go back to sleep, for Christ's sake. So he decides he's going to go up to the front picture window and kind of see what the hell's what's going on in there? Who's got the door? I mean, right as he's peering through the picture window, there's the back of his sister's head, and she's just sprawled out on the couch while her boyfriend is just absent. And he's like, come on!
That's awful.
My wife had a no rules deal at her house too. Her mom raised her, a single mom, and she would let her go up to the bedroom, closed doors, sleepovers, anything, whatever went.
Yeah.
And she took advantage of that.
That's crazy.
Metal hand finishing Jesus
says.
Did
you get a little emotional?
A little bit, just kind of thinking about how much she took advantage of that.
A lot of advantages were taken.
Yeah. A lot of liberties given, and more were taken, I'd say.
Oh, B.
Metal hand finishing Jesus said he has a shirt which reads, yes, I have a beautiful daughter. I also have a gun, a shovel, and an alibi.
Sounds like something my father-in-law would wear for sure.
Which one?
That's a good point.
You got 3.
Her actual father.
So you did encounter the overprotective dads and brothers and whatnot when you were a kid, Josh?
A couple, not even as a kid. You know what? The one girlfriend that you warned me their family was too close.
Yes.
That was one.
Okay.
And she had a few brothers who the brothers were totally cool, except for one. But I got along with those guys great. But the dad was kind of like that. And so was the uncle. The uncle was like that as well.
Yeah, you got the guys.
It's the same uncle that you and I overheard talking about how great his daughter's breasts were.
Oh.
That particular uncle.
That was an odd moment.
That was very weird.
What is this now?
Don't do that.
Medical device Jesus said his daughter's 19. Whenever there's dirty jokes, he locks eyes with her boyfriend and keeps staring until he looks away. It's pretty fun, he said.
Sure. Ah, that's good. This is funny. Here's a female listener in our audience who claims one day her dad asked her boyfriend, "Are you effing my daughter?" And her boyfriend, now husband, replied, "I'm making love to your daughter."
Ew.
Why
in
are you guys,
5 minutes.
Why are you? How and why did that happen? Anyway, there you go. Yeah, we had it pretty easy. Never got chased, threatened, anything. Specifically talking about, dating girls or pursuing girls. We certainly got chased and threatened by parents for other reasons, but didn't encounter that whole bit. Ashley, I imagine your brothers and your dad, collectively, probably could win a battle royal.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably could win a WWE main event if they wanted to.
Yeah, they probably could.
Was your fiance intimidated at all?
I don't know. I guess I haven't really asked him
He's
about
too
it.
dumb to be intimidated.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that.
Kind of slow, reactive kind of a guy.
Did you warn him? Did you say,
yeah,
hey, just so
I
you
do.
know, so-and-so's a little aggressive. You did? You gave him a couple warnings?
100%, yeah. I'm not that bad of a person.
I'm not fat, I'm aerodynamic, Jesus said. His friend had a shirt he made called "You Married Her, You Keep Her." Apparently, Dad just wanted to get rid of her. I'll tell you, when my daughter started dating, I just didn't make a lot of effort to get to know the guys because I figured it'd be over in 2 weeks. And that was kind of the case until her current boyfriend, who she's been with for 5 years. Someday I'll get to know him a little bit because it seems like he's sticking around.
5 years?
He seems pretty cool.
5 years they've been dating.
5 years, yeah.
But at first you didn't pay much attention.
No, because,
It was like a never-ending wheelhouse of a different dude.
She didn't really date too many guys, but yeah, I just figured it's going to be over in a week or two. And that's what it was. It would be one dance, 1 week, and that's it.
That's smart. Don't invest your time.
Right. Because what if I like him better than her and I'm on his side?
Yeah, see,
that's the
you
fear.
don't want that. That would suck.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
It's a complete crap.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Danny here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag, I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The CJ Pearson Show.
I'm CJ Pearson, and I'm the host of The CJ Pearson Show. Every single week, we'll take on the biggest cultural, political, and moral battles in America head on. No spin, no filters, and well, no apologies. We'll break down the biggest stories shaping our culture from a Gen Z perspective that refuses to be managed, muted, or manipulated. Bold truth, real conviction, zero permission. This isn't punditry, it's a generational takeover. This is The CJ Pearson Show.
The CJ Pearson Show. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show
Backtracks edition.
We're going to shift our focus over to our very loving house pets in studio with us, sitting right here in our very comfortable.
It's like a jungle.
It is.
We have confused hypothalamuses on this show.
It's very crazy in here.
It's hot, wet, freezing.
Yes.
It's really, really cool to be pregnant in this kind of temperature.
Strange.
It's like broadcasting. It's like broadcasting after we've been abandoned in a rainforest.
Totally. It's like Survivor.
She came in and started shedding clothing right away because it's just a steam room in this garbage. Anyway, sitting
Unsafe
here with
work
us,
environment.
our friend Dr. Andrea Johnston from Gurman Animal Hospital in Minnetonka. She's ready to hear all about your pet problems. Hello, Dr. Andrea.
Good morning.
What's new with you?
Well, not much. Trying to survive the heat.
God,
right?
help us. Yeah.
I mean, the office feels the same way. I don't know. I don't think the air conditionings in Minnesota can keep up with it.
Oh, we've got HVAC problems.
It's weird. Like I said, like my hands are freezing.
Yes.
But everything else is just odd.
Yeah.
Feeling.
The paper is like wet.
Yes, the paper.
Yes.
You set a water bottle down on something, the paper is going to disintegrate.
The number is 651-989-9393 if you want to text in a question. We start. Yes, John.
Go ahead. I was going to read a question.
You go.
Well, we have a very excited grandma-to-be.
Oh,
who is
congratulations.
texting. Yes, congratulations.
A grandmother-to-be.
Her son and his wife have an 18-month-old female lab.
Okay.
And so she just found out she's about to be a grandma. And apparently the dog's been acting different since the pregnancy. Won't go near the daughter-in-law. Won't sleep in their bed. And so she's wondering, can a dog sense a pregnancy? And if so, is there any reason to be concerned?
No. I mean, they sense those hormones way before we do. Like, you'll hear cats that are all of a sudden peeing all over the house before the owner even knows she's pregnant. So it's just a hormonal thing, and the dog's trying to kind of figure out, okay, what's going to change here.
Dogs sense it. Cats sense it.
Oh, yeah. They know way before us.
That's crazy.
Is it because of the power dynamic possibly changing? That's what I always, especially with cats, that's what I heard.
That's usually when the baby comes, after the baby's come, but usually it's more hormonal. They sense that change.
You see, I've seen this once before where the dog, who's been living in the house for 3 years, is introduced to a baby, and the dog hates the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to get rid of the dog.
So sad.
Yes.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no matter what, there are some dogs who do not want that competition, and they show aggression.
Totally.
It's a bad situation.
Yeah.
It's a bad situation.
We see it all the time.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
How we know Ashley, I'm not sure if this let's say this happens, God forbid. I don't know if Ashley would keep the baby.
No, I would definitely call a
behaviorist.
Yes, and have them come in. My brother-in-law and his wife, they had somebody come in because of the same issue. Their dog they weren't getting along, and
where did the baby end up?
They gave a lot of tips on how to make it like you're not telling the dog to get away necessarily, like not putting all the pressure on the dog, like yelling at them to, you're too close to the baby, you're doing this, but to like pick up the baby and move the baby out of the dog's way, or like give the dog a safe space. Bless you.
Bless you.
My God.
Give the dog a safe space in the house.
Don't just yell at the dog. Also yell at the baby.
Yes.
What are you doing there?
Right. So the other crazy thing is cats will try and this has happened, try and suffocate the baby. So we'll try and sit on the baby's head when it's an infant.
I'm scared of
I
that.
had a client who went to take a shower and left the baby in the car seat. And she came out and the cat's sitting on the infant's head. So, I mean, separate them as much as you can when you're not there.
That's really
scary.
That's really freaky.
And it's such a cat thing to do because they're just so
Right.
like that.
What's wrong with them?
Yes.
I mean, we love these pets of ours, but I don't know if you can 100% trust them. Not all the time.
We have a cat, and I'm very thankful that she's terrified of our dogs, and they get free roam of the house at night. So she won't be coming upstairs, hopefully. But she has been, all of a sudden, she usually doesn't care about me. Now she's got a little bit of an attitude.
Oh, no. She knows.
Yeah, I see her now, and her eyes are like, just wide as can be, and
she knows you are about to create a problem.
Yeah. Like, sorry.
In the cat's mind, you're about to create a problem.
Yes.
Text has come in for you, Dr. Andrea, that says my dog was diagnosed with lumbosacral stenosis. You know what that means. We do not, but I'm sure you'll clear it up here in a minute. This listener says, what is your suggested treatment or his long-term prognosis for this condition? Overall, he's doing well, but he gets sore
Yeah. So that's just like narrowing and like arthritic changes around the spinal cord. So unfortunately, there's not much you can do besides managing pain with anti-inflammatories and then making sure you don't have like slippery floors.
Okay.
They have like those little rubber nails that they can wear or those little like balloon rubber booties you can put on. But it can progress quickly. It can be over a year to 2 years. It kind of just depends how quickly that dog will lose function in the back legs.
Can't have them slipping around.
No.
It does
so
damage.
Sad.
Well, that's too bad. Yeah. Sorry to hear
Not
about
my
your
favorite.
Josh knows this line. Hey, sorry about your bubby.
Yeah, definitely. We've got wood floors.
Yeah.
And we have to cover them completely because our dogs cannot walk on
Slide
wood
on
floors.
it.
They're terrible. I mean, there's no grace whatsoever, and they can't. I mean, we have so many rugs, it's ridiculous.
But it's fun to watch, though, right?
Well, they still figure out a way to, even just on the little bits where there is wood, to slip.
At least they're not afraid of it. I have a dog that's like afraid of hardwood floor or like bathroom tile.
Like, don't touch the lava kind of thing?
It's so sad to watch.
I think they just know they're going to slip on it. So they're afraid of it for that reason.
They don't want to embarrass themselves.
Medical.
I'm not looking to embarrass myself in front of the whole family.
No, you want to play it cool. Medical IT She's is getting a new puppy Saturday. What's the best way to introduce it to our two cats without holy hell breaking out?
Yeah, that's a tough one.
You throw them all in the same room, you slam the door.
Yeah. Winner take all.
What are those, the ladder matches?
Yeah. Money in the bank ladder match?
Yeah, Money in the Bank. You just put the briefcase full of money on the ceiling.
You want to introduce them in really short increments and really positive environments. So make sure there's treats and make sure that the cats are happy. You're offering food and do it for like 10 minutes and then increase it to like 20 minutes and then 30 minutes. I'd also consider getting one of those pheromone collars for everybody involved.
Oh.
Those feel away pheromone collars.
Everybody
for the cats.
chills out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you brought that up because
yeah, the owner as well.
That was a question. Somebody asked the brand of cat calming collar you recommend.
I like
calming.
Feel Away.
Feel Away?
Yeah, Feli Away.
Okay.
Feel Away. Yeah. That's a good product.
What was the spinal issue you brought up, or you didn't bring it up that you meant? What was it again?
Lumbosacral stenosis.
Okay, another text has come in. Would this be a sign of that issue? Dr. Andrea, I have an 11-year-old lab shepherd mix, active, healthy dog, but having a hard time standing up. Hips seem to have aches. Does that sound like?
My guess is either hip dysplasia.
Oh.
There's also a kind of a newly termed condition called geriatric onset laryngeal paralysis and hind limb paresis.
That's why I quit beer league softball.
It's called gulp. And so basically if that lab is like breathing like that and also hind limb weakness, it's oftentimes gulp. There's nothing you can do about it, sadly.
Yeah, okay.
So.
Well, that's something to keep an eye on. That's valuable. Yeah.
I would do it again. Jesus said, when's the best time to fix a female blue heeler? Getting a lot of conflicting times. 1, 2 years, second cycle.
Typically, I say nothing after the first cycle. I like to spay them before their first heat cycle, but now studies are showing it's okay to do it a little bit after, but I would not do more than one heat cycle.
Okay.
Because it increases the risk of cancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, breast cancer.
We've received the text. We're speaking with Dr. Andrea Johnston from German Animal Hospital in Minnetonka. If you have a question about your pet, it's 651-989-9393. Got a text from I'll Try Anything 4 times Jesus. He sent us a picture, actually. How did he say this? He said, you know what pet doesn't hate your babies? Because we talked about the terrible idea of your cat or your dog turning on your brand new baby. I'll Try Anything 4 times Jesus said, you know what pet doesn't hate babies? And he sent us a picture of himself holding his pet gerbil.
Cute.
And he's making a face as if he's saying to himself, aw.
Or is that the guinea pig Oliver that we gave our first guinea pig shout out to?
That is the guinea pig,
Is it
yes.
the same one? Yeah.
Well, no, he says it's the creature, whatever it is, critter. I can't tell if it's a gerbil or a guinea pig. I don't know the difference. He says his name is Lil Kenny.
Oh, yeah, he sent some pictures earlier,
Oh, this
too,
is the
of
first
Oliver.
I've been introduced of Lil. Who is Oliver?
That's the guinea pig that Josh gave a shout out to yesterday.
Oh.
Yeah, and he said he texted back this morning because we were trying to get Oliver to squeak. And he said that he was popcorning around, which is when they like hop around in their cage all happy.
They get happy?
Oh, like the Zoomies?
Yes, that's so cute.
I know so little about these little characters. Hey, Lil Kenny is a cute number. Thanks for texting in.
Cute.
To the program. Here is a character, an Australian Shepherd Collie mix that will. You like the sound of that?
Yeah, it's a wild one.
Australian Shepherd Collie mix. Yeah, a lot of energy there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It likes to lick where another dog has marked.
Gross.
He then lets his tongue hang out and drools for a while. He does it all the time unless I holler at him. Why would he do this? Is this harmful?
Well, a couple things. It's not harmful, but if it's the same dog's urine that he's licking, I make sure the other dog doesn't have a urinary tract infection, because a lot of times that urine's sweet and they'll want to lick it.
Yeah.
If the dog's not neutered, I'd get him neutered, because it could be a hormonal thing as well.
I wonder if it's the same thing for humans when they get a UTI.
Does it taste sweet?
Yeah.
It does, yes.
Josh over here.
Quite sweet.
Plays potty games on the regular.
Yep.
So.
Makes iced tea with it.
Our dogs, like, when they're both males, and they just walk right in the middle of it if the other one's going. I think it's because they're dumb.
Yeah, my dog pees on his own leg when he pees, and then it's just
Yeah, the aim
doesn't bother them.
isn't a concern, and whose pee belongs to who isn't a concern.
Yeah.
Do you recommend, this is from Helicopter Fixer Jesus, do you recommend wolf joint supplements?
Never heard of them. But there is a huge market for joint supplements. I would say anything that has glucosamine chondroitin in it is a good option, or omega-3 fatty acids like fish oils. I like Dasequin. I think that's a good product. That's a good joint supplement.
Dasequin?
Dasequin.
Oscar is a cat that we have in our listening audience, Dr. Andrea, and he likes to go outside and eat grass. Is that a stomach problem?
Oh, gosh, they do that all the time. My dog does that all the time.
And rabbit poop.
Yeah, rabbit poop's harmless, because rabbits just eat grass.
Well, this is a
right?
cat, if that makes any difference.
Well, the cat does?
Yes.
Oh, and it is such
I
a
thought
cute
I said-
kitty.
Yeah, Oscar the cat, he goes outside, he eats grass, and he doesn't want anyone to bother him while he's eating grass.
No, that's a common habit of
Okay.
dogs and cats. Sometimes people say they do it because they want to make themselves vomit, but
Yeah.
typically it's just kind of a behavioral thing. My dog does it as well.
So it isn't harmful?
No. I mean, as long as they're not like getting into weird grasses, I wouldn't support it. I'd probably try and distract them, but yeah. There's toxic grasses out there.
Oh, yeah, make sure the
plants.
lawn guy hasn't been, hasn't
they'll
swung
usually
through.
put a sign out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
UPS Golden Valley Delivery Jesus said they have a kitty that's been sneezing like crazy. Took him to the doctor. They basically said there's nothing they can do. Cat just has allergies. Can you recommend any sort of over-the-counter vet allergy medication? Sometimes they say it's like 9-10 times in a row, and the cat just looks wiped out afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, if it's like yellow-green snot coming out of the nose, I'd consider antibiotics and have that cat rechecked. Sometimes they can get stuff in their nose, like grass. If they're eating grass, if the cat's outdoors, they can get the strangest things into their nasal cavity. They can get a bot fly or a maggot, in the nose.
I thought I overheard you saying something about a bot fly off
Yeah,
there.
we had one this week.
Yuck. Can you explain that again for folks that don't know what that is?
So it's basically like fly larvae that burrows itself into the skin of the dog, and then there's a hole, and it bothers the dog, and you put little Vaseline over the hole and suffocate it, and tries to come out, and then I took a video for you guys actually, and then you actually grab the forceps and you pull it out.
I remember you mentioning this before.
It was really fun. It was a big one too.
You end up pulling out like a long
It's like
slug
half
type
an
of
inch slug, like
Okay.
white slug.
That's just upsetting.
It's so fun.
Does the dog feel just a million times better?
I mean, it hurts when it comes out, right?
Yeah.
It feels weird, and then they feel great.
You find it to be fun.
Yeah, it's
Well, I mean, it's interesting. It
fun.
certainly is. Was there a new guy working that day?
Oh, I bet I know where he was.
Was there an intern there?
I mean, no, but we all stand there and just like wait, as it slowly comes out and pokes its head. It's like whack-a-mole or whatever.
Yeah, I can understand the interest there.
You're listening to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show Backtracks.
Welcome back. We welcome you to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. I'll tell you, it's a damn glorious day. And we're so happy to have you. Uh-oh, Josh.
What?
I just got done saying how wonderful today is. Glorious, I think, was the word that I used. But someone in our listening audience is looking to start trouble. Big trouble.
That happens almost daily.
It's always got to be one.
You know, I think there's great solidarity amongst our listening audience. We get together for a booze cruise. We get together for a casino trip. Everyone gets along. There's a lot of great solidarity amongst us. But underneath that layer of happiness and solidarity, and we've highlighted this a few times over the years on our program, there are some bitter rivalries out there amongst our listeners. Oh, you got your Ford people versus your Chevy people. You got your electricians versus the plumbers versus the carpenters. You've got Polaris Arctic Cat. You got Rush City, Pine City. There are some bitter rivalries out there. And I just received a text message. I'm telling you, this could start more friggin' trouble than any of the rivalries that just came out of my friggin' mouth. But I'm going to go ahead anyway. I mentioned during our sports report that I was always a walleye fisherman growing up. That's what me and the old man and my brother were always chasing down, Willie the walleye. I never got into bass fishing at all. We had a story in the sports about a high school kid who's going off to the National Bass Fishing Championship, right? Mentioned that. Got a text that says simply this. Hey, Nick, you never got into bass fishing because you're not a little bitch.
What?
I didn't know there was a rivalry.
I've never heard of that.
I've never heard that kind of talk before.
Oh, wow.
I've never heard that kind of talk before, but there's a listener in our audience who's looking to start trouble. And he says the one reason why I never took to bass fishing is because I am not a little bitch.
You know me, I like to fish for sunnies. I'd be interested in his opinion on that.
Josh fishing for sunnies off the dock. That's such an adorable image.
I have a whole process. My wife, she baits the hook.
Mm-hmm.
I catch it, cry a little bit that I took it away from its family, and then my wife takes it off the hook and puts it back.
But you got a cute little tackle box, too.
Yeah, I do. It's Fisher Price.
Yeah.
651-989.
Emphasis on the fish.
651-989-9393. If you have any kind of response to that, what? I just got a text from a listener. I'm not even going to say his name because I don't want anyone showing up at anybody's door. But I just got a text from a listener that supports that statement.
Somebody else says it's a thing, this rivalry, but walleye fishing is superior.
It is a thing.
I had never heard that before.
Neither had I.
Yeah.
Kind of just thought fishing was fishing.
One listener texted in, Josh, to say walleye fishing is superior to bass fishing. Okay?
I like to fish for compliments.
Oh!
I mean, that's one of my favorite things.
We're just going to...
I just don't think I'm very good at it.
Are you kidding me, Josh? You're the best at fishing for compliments.
Are you serious?
I've never seen anyone better.
Oh, my gosh, thank you.
Yeah. Heart emoji, smiley face, wink, eggplant, water spray, smiley face,
Peach, LOL.
Hey,
bass fishing, this texter says, is for the ones that can't catch anything else. Here we go. And the texts come rolling in.
I friggin' knew it.
Wow. I guess I never realized.
Ashley, I think it's smart if we just try and sit back and officiate this. Let's not pick sides. You had a face as if you were going to pick sides.
Well, I usually, I guess, fish for walleye, but there's...
Okay, so we know what side Ashley's on.
Well, I will say there's this one guy I went on a couple dates with, and he was a bass fisher, and he had like a really nice boat. It was fun. It's just as fun as fishing for walleye, I thought. But
texts are piling in.
maybe I'm wrong.
Look at Ashley trying to go both sides. On this.
I honestly just forget summer fishing altogether. Ice fishing is superior than summer fishing.
Oh, that's a whole nother angle.
Yeah.
Did you know that? I never considered
Another angle,
fight.
he says.
Yeah, no pun intended.
Right.
Did you know that there's a rivalry between those who use bait and those who do not? Biological Jesus said bait is for little fat kids that don't know how to fish.
Oh, God. Why do they gotta be fat?
Yeah, why are we body shaming these fishermen?
This has become a problem now. Our text machine is being bombed, people picking sides, throwing around insults. It all started with a text that said to me, Nick, you were never into bass fishing because you're not a little bitch.
We're getting lit up.
Neck like a stack of dimes, arms like buggy whips, Jesus said, oh, let's send some live bait out there, set some, excuse me, and then catch a walleye. Yeah, real hard.
Another texter said, fishing is for bitches who don't have the balls to water ski.
What?
Now the water skiers are going after the fishermen. The fishermen are busy fighting amongst themselves, and the water skiers swooped in to smack them in their mouths.
And now people have questions. What it do, Jesus? Well, what if you're fishing for walleye and accidentally catch a bass? Does that make you part bitch?
Dude, I don't know.
So many layers here.
If you're a bass fisherman, a listener says, then you're the Jake Paul of the fishing world.
Wow, that's quite the insult.
Bass fishing, a listener says, is not even a thing. That's quite an insult if someone says your favorite sport is not even a thing. All right.
Here's a person that grew up in Alaska where they fish for halibut and salmon. You're all little bitches, they said.
Yeah, you know what? You can't even join the conversation. I'd agree on that. That's
I don't know
crazy.
if we'll come back from this.
They do differently up in Alaska.
Yeah.
Muskies have entered the chat.
Sure.
By the way. People are saying
Ugh,
sure.
gross.
So have hunters.
Hunters are superior to fishermen, they're saying?
They're saying, you only fish because you're not man enough to hunt.
What kind of hunter doesn't do both?
And now, since we mentioned water skiers, now the wakeboarders have jumped in, and we know what it is now, Josh? It's a battle royal.
Everybody has something to say. Like this person says, all fishing is stupid. What? You don't have a PlayStation?
All right.
You know they sell fish at the grocery store, right?
Just go buy a sandwich from your local sports bar if you want to fit. I don't know. All right. Now that we've started that trouble, and I'm sure we'll be coming back to this before the show is over, for now, let's dedicate some time here to talk about our beautiful bodies. Look at you. You and your gorgeous body. Lots and lots of folks try their damnedest to lose weight.
And it's not fair to some people that do everything right and they're just not able to do it for whatever reason.
Genetics just take over.
Yeah.
A lot of folks try their damnedest to lose weight. Some are successful, some are not. Some folks don't even try, and it still happens, and that frustrates the people who are trying to get...
Some of the people I know who have the world's worst diets are the thinnest folks I know. They can just eat whatever.
Yeah. So, Ozempic, again with the Ozempic, a lot of people turn to that dope. Isn't it a pill? I don't know.
It's a shot.
It's a needle?
Yeah.
Oh,
like an injection.
A lot of people go on Ozempic now to lose weight. But here's a new downside that's being talked about. This is just according to an article on CNN.com, according to a couple of doctors. Don't light me up. I don't know jack squat about Ozempic or any of this stuff. Just I've heard it's the hot new thing. According to these doctors and whatnot, the downside is if you go on Ozempic, after a while, you're going to suddenly look older than you are. You're going to suddenly look really old.
That's a bummer.
And so, in turn, because of the Ozempic craze and the idea that suddenly you will be sagging and wrinkling, that everyone's going to sign up for a facelift. There's going to be a facelift boom because of the Ozempic boom.
So the Botox doctors are loving the Ozempic boom.
They want everyone on it. Get on it now. People are losing a lot of weight faster than normal, and it's causing, Josh, you've been accused of having resting bitch face. This particular diagnosis is Ozempic face. That's not the word diagnosis. You know where I'm trying to go with that. People are losing a lot of weight fast, and it's causing Ozempic face. You lose the weight, your skin doesn't have time to adjust, you end up with wrinkles and saggy skin, and it's more common if you're over 40.
I mean, there's got to be side effects, right? I mean, it just seems like it's way too good to be true. That's what I'm worried about. Like, down the road, they're going to figure out all these people are in some big trouble.
I remember you bringing that up, right when the stuff started to take off, when everyone started to fire up that Ozempic, you said.
And like you, I don't know a ton about it, but from, just reading stories like this, every once in a while they'll explain a little bit how it works. But it is kind of crazy how really magic this is.
It is. Now, if you lose weight quickly for any reason, your skin will sag and maybe you'll develop a wrinkle or two. So this is not specific to Ozempic. It's just the name that someone came up with. A couple of doctors are pointing fingers at Ozempic specifically. So this can happen to you no matter how you dump weight. There's actually one doctor on social media who's wanting recognition for coming up with the term Ozempic face. That was me, everybody. Give me credit where credit is due.
And that's so creative.
Yeah, whoa.
Give me a friggin' break.
Because you take Ozempic and then it affects your face?
Yes.
Genius.
What the combination is?
Ozempic face.
The result is Ozempic face. For God's sake, dude, get over yourself. That's me, he says. I'm the guy.
Terrazzo Jesus quit drinking alcohol, lost 80 pounds, and still eats candy and ice cream like they never invented freezers.
Oh, my gosh.
Gotta eat this quick. If we don't, it's gonna be gone. It's gonna melt.
I've asked that question out loud on this program before. I wonder if there'd be a grand difference in my physique if I put down the beer forever.
Absolutely.
I simply switched the kind of alcohol I was drinking. So I used to drink like whiskey and Cokes. And obviously the Coke, a lot of sugar, whiskey, not the greatest thing for you either. And I switched to gin and tonics, and I lost 30 pounds. So
30
there's definitely something there.
pounds? You lost 30 pounds? Now, after losing all that weight, you're as wimpy and useless as a walleye fisherman.
Oh, it's okay. I've gained it all back.
Oh. Okay, stupid. Here's another little saying on this Ozempic face bit where you go on Ozempic, you lose a bunch of weight, but then you look much older than you really are because your skin is sagging and you're wrinkly. You can only refill a deflated balloon so much, is what they say. So, bass fishermen, Jesus Christ, sorry, we're toggling back between one subject and another. What was the term you used earlier? Plastic surgeon, Dana, you said earlier.
Botox, yeah.
Botox surgeons, plastic surgeons are licking their chops right now.
Mm-hmm.
They've already bought that cabin on Gull Lake, Josh.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even have the money in front of...
Did one of our sales guys sell it to
Sold it to him,
yeah.
Right? All right, we got to take a little breaky break. Jesus. We started something with the fishermen now.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Well, this is what I love about this place is you learn things like this. I had no idea.
Neither did I.
There was a rivalry. Never would have thought that. That's hilarious.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Happy New Year, podcast pals. Dana here to give my daily love to everybody at Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Just a quick brag. I'm a Smart Club member. And yeah, it's a big deal because when the polar vortex hits, your house will let you know real fast. That's why right now is honestly the best time to do comfort upgrades. Standard's running a ton of specials right now. Things like whole home humidifiers to fix that dry winter air, UV lights to help keep the air cleaner, and ERVs that bring in that fresh air without dumping the heat. Trust me, you will notice a difference in a big way. Be cozy this winter. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930. Online at standardheating.com.